All right, grinders, are you ready? Hit that like button, share it out. Let's go. Where's my man? Where is he? Oh, here he is. Hands up for Phil Ness.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but you see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Woo. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
In a world where darkness rules the day, one hero stands amidst
Gaming Grindhouse exclusive.
no one can
Gaming Grindhouse Records.
She fights for what is right. Through the fires of the darkest night, he emerges fearless and bright. With the weapon in her hand, she'll fight to reclaim humanity's light. Stellar blade shining in the sky, a beacon of hope as the world collides. With the strength and heart, she takes a stand.
What's up, grinders? How you doing? Yes, it is Sellar Blade time. How's everybody doing? It is Gaming Grindhouse. It is open tonight. It is Monday. Let me actually assign Discord. But how's everybody doing out there? Shout out to everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. Oh man, oh man. I had some gaming weekend. You know, it was somewhat. I was able to get some gaming in. Not as much I would like, though. That's what happens when we have responsibilities like power washing and stuff. So yeah, those kind of things. What's up? How's everybody doing? Hit that like button as you come on in here. What's up? Richard Farmer, Maniola's Outside Gaming Night. El Nini. What's up? Ultimate Grinders. Yeah, shout out to the VIPs, man. I got some good news. We're going to start off with some great news. Guess what? We hit it. We were able to get the new emoji. So keep it locked here for all the VIP grinders. You will be able to vote on what your new emoji will be. We got another slot. Finally. As Sati would say, finally. He's able to put games on other platforms. Finally, we got the emoji. So shout out to thank you for all the VIPs that have signed up and all the gifted VIPs. And shout out to all the platinum and golden grinders. True Virgil, there you are, golden grinder. How wonderful. We've added Thrifty. Shout out to him. Came on the golden grinders over a year on the Gaming Grindhouse. And then our platinums are there, man. No, yeah, I wish it was Power Wash. I wish I was simulating. Yeah, my muscles wish it was a simulator. It wasn't. Pain in the ass, power washing. And then the ultimate grinders here. These are the ones who get the songs day one, all the videos and the songs day one, and then to get to vote and get on what they want to listen to on the show. So shout out to Ultimate Grinders. If you like to upgrade to Ultimate Grinder, you get all the music. I try to get about 3 videos out a week on there, and you'll be able to get all the songs day one, and then give me commentary on what you want next and what you'll do. So a new one will rolled out this morning for the VIP Ultimate Grinders, and there'll be another one coming out later on this week. So I already have it done. I'm just working on the video now for the edit, and soon, hopefully you'll like that one. They actually go ones. I'm getting good rhymes in there. Ready to go. So shout out to Ultimate Grinders, the DJs of the Gaming Grindhouse, and then the VIP. So we'll get the new emoji. So all the VIPs will get to vote on the new emoji coming up there. So if you have some ideas, put them in the comments of this video. Just put them in the comments of this video and some emojis there. I think we have enough fill faces. We'll see what we got next. There, Richard Farmer, yes, you will be joining. You're 1 month away, Richard Farmer. I just checked. I was about to add you onto the thing, and then I saw 1 more month, and you'll be on the Golden Grinders. Josh says, yes, that Ultimate Grinder tier is called the Grinds Pass. Day one games. That's what that would be. Day one music videos. That's what the Grinds Pass gives you. Quality music videos on the sense over there. What's up, Sage? Say yo, how you doing, man? Jack Beast, what's up? Mary Wilcox, Cosmic Hero, 270, what's up? Twisted Sin, how you doing? JC, Christopher Duran, yeah, boy. Holy Spirit Activate Fame, a great name there. You're doing Just Wait for E3. Oh my goodness, I heard some of that. Oh man, I heard somebody was like, just wait for the showcase. I'm like, oh no, not like this. What's up, Turan? How you doing? PC Hawk, oh my goodness, how you doing? PC Hawk. We take out the X when we talk to PC Hawk here. PlayStation exclusives, oh my goodness. Please, we need explaining to do. I got the hashtag of this show is hashtag Save Fallout 4. That's what it is. Save Fallout 4, please. There is censoring going on. But there's a hashtag. Well, free Fallout 4. That's what it is. Not save them, free them. We could save it too while we're at it. Well, what is up? So get right into it. No more waiting. Yes, Josh. Yeah, no, there's more waiting there. Damn. True Virgil. I can't believe True Virgil took Herman Hulse to the Golden Grinders. It's actually incredible. We haven't heard this. I think True Virgil, cool your tongue. Cool your tongue.
Can you goggle my balls?
True.
Goggle my balls in your jaw. This is the...
Oh, man, we're starting messy. What's up? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Gaming.
I got the microphone stuff to work. That was what I was doing, man. It was crazy getting all this thing to work. Yes, I know, Taran, I know. But first, let's talk about quality. Let's do quality assessment. We've been talking about this game for a while. We played the demo, and now Stellar Blade has come out. and it released, and for the majority of it, everybody seems to be enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I think I think it did a really great. I think it was like an 82 on Metacritic for the review. So the critical reception was pretty good. They didn't just dump on it because of the uniqueness of it or the visuals. Girls. Oh my goodness, it happens. People get all craziness, but there was definitely some craziness going on, and that amounted to spill over into the weekend with this Freestyle Blade stuff, and yeah, that is oy. But the yams are out. That's right. Thanksgiving came early. That's right, Josh. All these ads on Metacritic. All these things. Yeah. So from my play, who gives a shit about the reviews right now? I'm just gonna post it up here for this thing. But for what I played, about 3-4 hours in, I've been playing mixed between my Portal and also on the PlayStation. It runs great. On the Portal. Let me tell you something. First of all, they definitely updated the parrying and the dodge, because I remember in the demo that window was different, it was off, and they definitely made it much more satisfying with in Stellar Blade in the game, the full release as opposed to the demo. And I have to say, man, the presentation of it is really awesome. The storytelling, but the way they go from the cinematics to the combat. And the thing is the combat for me is really just hooking me. That's really what is it's giving me the hook, on that one. Let me get the there's so much to where the hell is my display here? There it is. There's so much to the combat, but I like how the parrying rewards you with the specials, those alphas or betas, what they call the beta thing. But it is night and day, right? It is night and day, the way they've done that with the thing. What's up, Zero Steel? How you doing? But I have to say, like, the combat, the enemy types, I have to say too. Just early on in the game, just playing with the different enemy types, and just looking at how they're unique. You're waiting for them to attack you so that you're able to do the parrying, because that's what you want to do. You don't go in there Devil May Cry style and just spam the buttons and just, maybe with the little guys you can, but even them, they all have tells. So you're waiting for the enemy to do a tell. So I only got through one boss fights. One boss fight. I haven't done another one, but the spectacle, dude, the lighting, the HDR on this thing, it is crazy. I've been playing in balance mode on there, but you want to fight. Exactly, Sayo. Like, you want to fight. Like, you want to get into a fight. You want to start, wielding your weapons and doing your moves and stuff like that. But you want to see the tells of each of the enemies. Every enemy has a tell. Like, even for those little guys, like, they show red before they're gonna do their little attack. And what I like too is that you can block. Like, you can use your sword to just hold L1 down and block as well. So, like, it's not just parrying. Like, you can block and protect yourself from there. But I tell you, it reminds me a little bit like, and again, I'm not too much into the story. I'm not gonna tell you anything with the story. I haven't met a lot of the side characters yet, but it definitely is that sort of like combo Matrix style stuff where it's like these machines and these like a cyberpunk like mods and things like that. Almost like a Deus Ex type thing with this kind of her abilities of cyber, like being having this exosuit and things like that. But like this post-apocalyptic world and having this the elements of like just like this survival there and these machines and monsters, and then they had all these zombies and all that other stuff as well, these friggin' monsters and mutants. But it's really, the enemy design is crazy. The presentation, the polish. We saw what Digital Foundry was saying. Did I don't see, now I know. I did the Friday show, and I don't know if I did that Digital Foundry cover. I think I was gonna save that for today. Now, see, I forgot. So much has happened in the last week. Let me just go back here. Where was that? I don't know if I covered it. So if I did, I apologize. But let me just go to Digital Foundry. Because I tell you, for their first game, the polish on the game is pretty crazy. That is really insane how they've done the polish on that and how it runs. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, is this it? The Foundry Sellar Blade. Yeah, I don't know if I covered on Friday. Hey, Ron M with 5 Gaming Grindhouse members. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I might have, because it looks like it was I played it, but it might have been me just watching it. But
harkens back to a time when Sony Computer Entertainment would publish games across a wide range of genres.
Oh, they come all the
PlayStation
VIPs.
and PS2
Here come all the VIPs. There they come.
era were packed with first-party published games developed by partner studios that played in so many different genres and themes.
All right, we're on
It's not another sequel or remaster, nor are the dads contained within sad. It's just a gosh darned enjoyable video game. Part of this stems from its impressive level of polish. You see, Shift Up has taken a slightly conventional approach to visual design that works to their advantage, creating something that plays like a console game should. To that end, the game is built using Unreal Engine 4, but it's not pushing any technical boundaries. Yet at the same time, it offers players a completely fluid, stable, and attractive game that feels complete and polished even in this pre-release form. The developer makes a statement right from the main menu. A ruined Earth looms in the background as you configure your
and it goes
preferences.
right into the video.
When you finally press
right
the
into
new
the game.
game button, the scene seamlessly springs to life.
Transmitting final briefing. As of now, Airborne Squad 7 will
Yeah, I know it's what
exterminate
it's
the
in. It's their
Alpha
first
Antilles
AAA game.
occupying District 3. Their objective is the capture
Just the
or
words that
dispatchment
he's
of
saying,
the
it's just
Pods
incredible
entering
how
action.
this is their first
No
game.
loading screens or fade to blacks here.
Oh,
It simply begins just like that. I'm always a sucker for this seamless menu to game transition, and Stellar Blade delivers in spades. By the time you reach the surface and everything on the mission has gone wrong, the camera
my number
pulls
one
back
customer.
behind Eve and hands you control. Again, it's completely seamless. This initial sequence is impressive to behold.
Seamless. No loading screens. Oh my goodness. The Game Night 123 with the 5. He goes, yeah. Once you get further into the game, it will unlock moves that very similar to Devil May Cry and God of War Rage modes. Very cool stuff. Nice Game Night. Thank you so much, man, for the super chat. And yeah, I can't wait to get more into this game. Just the words that are coming across, like the presentation, seamlessness. Their first game. Herman Holtz went over there. He said, no cartwheels. No Sue on the scooter. Quality. I want quantity in my games. That's what he said. He went over there. We don't need a tour of the lunchroom. Show me the games, and I want to see quality. There you go. And this is what you want to see from first party. Sony has a hand in it. This is an exclusive. They go over there. They help. Shuhei saw it. Let's get this game on our platform and make it the best it can be. Let's give them all the tools. Let's give them all the insight. And you get this.
With explosions rocking the scene as you rush
This
ahead
opening scene was
and
awesome.
begin to unleash
I must have played it like
strings of
4 times
combos.
already.
You can of course begin playing
And that's the other thing, one other thing, before I interrupt him again, because I'm not going to watch this whole video, but I just wanted you to hear the words of like polish, seamless, quality, presentation. Yes. That's talking about. But what the thing is, and then we're talking about physics. I'm not talking about the physics. I'm talking about physics of the environment, physics of the enemies, physics of the limbs. When you slice them up, their limbs go flying.
Directly from this point, but
And it's
as
just
has
like
become a habit,
ragdoll.
I dipped into the options menu to explore the various settings on offer.
Oh, there's various settings. Phil?
Gaming.
Phil's like, just one. There's only 30 frames in his games. Look, there's 3 modes. Phil, what are we doing here? Qualityness.
The entire post-processing suite, such as depth of
The motion captioning, the video.
field and motion blur, and more. Compared to some
so
of the
the trend- that's
higher
what I
end
said, from the
UE4
transitions
titles,
that I've
such as
played.
Jedi Survivor, you won't see any sort of advanced
I don't want to
ray
see
tracing.
Jedi Survivors.
Experience has been remarkably free of bugs or unexpected behaviors as well. To me, this demonstrates an impressive level
music.
of restraint and polish in pursuit of the best player experience, and there's something to be said
Who
for
that?
this.
That frog?
Of
that's-
course,
oh, yeah, that's me. I was
aren't
sitting here listening.
visual
How you doing,
flourishes to
man?
appreciate.
Yo, I'm just talking about just the
pretty
quality
good.
of
They're all
Steller Blade.
very
I was just
well-
showing Digital Foundries, and he's saying seamless loading screens and presentation. The music is awesome. I love that music in the background as you're playing. That it's not that background typical music. Like it is like production music that really gets you in there. So how would you like in Steller Blade?
I didn't get it yet. I was picking it up tonight.
Oh,
I've been playing.
I haven't played too
Well,
much.
the reason I didn't get it is because I was like, geez, I started playing Fallout 4 again. I just love this game, the current gen version, and then Sea of Thieves is tonight, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, if I pick up Sellar, if I pick up Sellar Blade, man, I'm just like, is that too many games? I still haven't finished my Final Fantasy. Dude, there's too many games coming out, and I don't know about you, man, but that's a good thing because. Now Stellar Blade, I'm definitely gonna play, but I'm like, man, there's too many good games coming out.
You're gonna
I
love
don't
the
think
combat,
there's a
dude, Frog. You're gonna love the freaking combat.
yeah. I love the demo from what I played. I love the music was really good, and it seemed to run pretty stable. I just wanted from what I've seen, it looks like they to me, it looks like they changed a lot of things that people were asking them about, and they
fixed that parrying. Like the parrying is
that's what I heard.
Responsive, and because I wasn't really able to parry that well in the demo, and then in the full game I was able to, and even the dodge mechanic, like it was. There's a move. There's one where you get the dodge where you do the backflip, and then there's one where you could go right through them on the side, and like it's much more responsive. When I played it on the full game as opposed to the demo on there. But oh my goodness, log on, they're getting Frog. They say Fallout 4 and Sea of Thieves. They go, what's happening here? Oh,
hey,
Frog loves
hey,
the
man.
Sea of Thieves, man. I don't know what's going down.
Hey, I love. Look, let me tell you something. Just because Microsoft bought Bethesda, I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't like Bethesda games. I'm not that guy.
Well, I'm playing the better version of Fallout 4 as opposed to.
Yeah, I'm playing the best version. Yeah,
the best version, so
yeah,
that's about
it's interesting. I'll say like it's interesting. Playing this game again and just seeing how much. I'm really planning to see how much has really changed, and I will say, man, like I think enough has changed to really, warrant me another playthrough. I'm enjoying what I'm playing. I've always enjoyed this game, but it's not for everybody. I'm not going to sit here and act like this game is for everybody because it's definitely not.
Listen, Grinders, he's getting it. He's getting the game. He just said he was just
you're my number one customer.
He's getting it. He had to get a couple of booties before that.
Yeah,
he's playing the Sea of Thieves booty. He wants the cartoon booty. Oh,
yeah. I'm knocking out a couple of things, and
yeah. I'm telling you, the game is great. It's really addicting in the game, and I do like the whole thing with picking up things with the R2. It's pretty good. You hold down the trigger, and then you can just run over stuff and pick it all up. I do like that as well, and the environments are so far. I'm not too far in, but man, the environments are really creepy, and the lighting is awesome with the music. So I can't wait to get play. I'm going to play it right after this, and I've been playing both on the Portal and on the thing. But yeah, the reviews came in, and they're pretty good.
Oh, I didn't even see the reviews.
Yeah, I just looked at them. They're like 82. Some of them saying some of the story was weak. Some of the story elements. I recommend here playing in balance mode as well. Yeah, they're saying some of the story elements, but the combat is great. And that, the whole sexuality thing with her and all that stuff, they didn't drive that too much into the ground. There were some people that were hypersensitive. And, speaking
I don't understand what's going on with that whole situation.
We got some fun. We're going to have some fun with it, Grind. We're going to have some fun. It's fun.
It's a game. Hand me some fun.
We're going to have some fun.
Hand me some fun.
Cosmic Hero is going to introduce it right now. He's going to give us the thing. Cosmic Hero with the 10. He goes, hilarious seeing 56-year-olds crying over an already pretty character. Grums and his merry band of clowns can shove their pathetic petition up their bums. Grifters and political babies keep crying. Listen. Cosmic Hero, they have this hashtag save Stellar Blade. So here she is. All right. She has a bunch of different outfits. All right. I'm going to give you the Grindhouse summary here. She has a bunch of different outfits, right? Apparently, some of the outfits had a little more revealing stuff, and she still could run around in the nude thing, like the nude where it's all out. But there's some outfits where there was like they put a piece of fabric across her chest, where it just made it. They said the developers made a design decision for this thing. Now this is a design decision, but when somebody says it's locked at 30 frames, everybody just accepts it as a design decision. But when the devs say, hey, let's put up a little bit let's just make the crotch a little bit wider instead of not making it as narrow there. I don't know. Some people were showing pictures and all this other stuff, and they were showing the befores and afters, and there's some testimony. Frog, there was some testimony. People actually went on the internet. Yes.
Are you serious?
There is testimony, and guess what, Grinders? We're going to invite them here to the Gaming Grindhouse and hear the pleas to show me just a little bit more skin. I don't know. But the pleas that it's censored. So let's go. Let's invite them to the Gaming Grindhouse, and let's hear the pleas of these people that are and very distraught about the fabrics on there.
This is craziness.
Let's hear our first guest. It's this guy here. His name is I Pause My Games. Let's hear how he feels about this. Save the YAMS.
This petition is not only to free Stellar Blade, but to send a clear message to Sony, Nintendo, and the rest of the publishers in the gaming industry that we players will not tolerate any form of censorship moving forward. Thank you.
Yes, that's very distraught. Very distraught. Uh-oh, here's somebody else.
I'm really disappointed because as a grown man, I really expected to have at least some type of responsibility to look after myself and do what I want in the comforts of my own home.
Oh man, hold on. I gotta pause that one. No. I don't know what they're censoring. Dude, I saw pictures. We got to get the videos. I don't have the videos yet. But man, this guy wants to do stuff in his room and be dude. I don't know, man.
Yeah. This is bullshit.
What is really going on here?
Dude, that guy said he wants to do stuff himself. He has his mask on and everything. Whoa. Oh, here's this guy. This guy is on vacation. He has a Tony Soprano robe on. He wants to get rocking with Stella YAMS. Let's hear his complaint.
Hey Sony, I want you to take off the censor off the games, Sellar Blade, because I'm looking forward to play this game as well. Because my game won't be here until Wednesday from the mail, and I want things to change and what's going on around the world and stuff. And sign a petition, all right, and stuff. All right, bye. Hey Sony, I want you to take off the censor off the games.
Take the censor off the games. So when you boot it up, it says like this is censored. Like I don't understand this whole thing because it seems like they feel that these games. And again, I don't know. Somebody in the chat, I really couldn't be bothered with this kind of the censorship thing because I just don't. It's like she's running around with a black box around her. Like, you know, she blurred out completely. Like the whole character's blurred out or something like that. I don't understand the we got to put this in context because these are very damaged, very upset people here. Let's just look up the hashtag. Let's go down the rabbit hole here. And let's look at the Free Stellar Blade petition. Let's see what we're doing here. Who are we freeing? Free the YAMS. That would have been better. That would have been better. Free the YAMS. I think that would have got a better uptick here. That I'm quoting that one. Free the YAMS. That would have been better than Free Stellar Blade. I think Free the YAMS is a much better term there. So let's see. Like what are we saying here? Like so this is not censored. All right, so that's okay. So you could still get You can still do what you want to do in the bathroom, whatever the guy said he wanted to do. And Sony, leave him alone. And then let me see here. Wait, I want to get the picture here. There's a picture. There's a video.
What is this? What is this man talking about doing something in the bathroom? What is he talking about?
Yeah, like here it is. This is the evidence. Exhibit A.
Oh my God.
There it is. Oh, thank you, Gaming Knife with the 5. He says, Jez, I sent you the message on Twitter. Thank you. Because here it is right here. So this is one of them. The in-depth. Everybody turned into Digital Foundry or Digital Yams. And here we go. Yeah. So here's the censorship. It is like here it is. So apparently, right in the cleavage area, they put a piece of fabric.
Number one customer
over there. Can you see the difference, everybody? This is it. This is what was signed. They're signing it. This is what's affecting them. It hurt them. I'm gonna go to Twitter. Somebody said that they got the other one. This is what I was scrolling through Twitter on the weekend, seeing gameplay, and I see this stuff going on here. Here, Gusty. Here we go. Here's a better picture. Thank you, Gusty. This guy says free his games so he could take off his robe. Here it is. Let's get this. Hold on. Let's see the visual. Let's hear the complaint. He's not standing for this.
Stellar Yams.
Hey Sony, I want you to take off the censor off the games, Sellar Blade, because I'm looking forward to play this game as well. Because my game won't be here until Wednesday from the mail, and I want things to change and what's going on around the world and stuff. And sign a petition, all right, and stuff. All right, bye.
Hello, my name is Jeremy, and I am signing the Stellar Blade petition because I too am tired of how Sony is constantly censoring games left and right, back and forth, for absolutely no reason whatsoever to fit some stupid, worthless, pointless agenda. Stellar Blade is definitely a breath of fresh air, and it needs to stay that way. Thank you. Hello, my name is Jeremy, and I am signing the Stellar Blade petition because I too am tired of how Sony is constantly censoring games left and right, back and forth, for absolutely no reason whatsoever to fit some stupid, worthless, pointless agenda. Stellar Blade is definitely a breath of fresh air, and it needs to stay that way.
Dude, that guy, I think he's an AI. He's like reading a script. He must have wrote a script for that one. This is what I don't understand. Like, listen, free the game, free the yams. Well, thank you for coming to the show and you know, signing this petition to remove the fabric. Like, I don't. It just shows that people could get wound up on the internet about everything. Yep. Like, it is just the weirdest shit. Like, I'm just like anything. Like, they did this with Last of Us Part 2. Oh, like this. They did. It just seems that, like, and I had to mute that guy friggin', what's his name? Grummins? Dude, that guy was on a tirade. He was tweeting every friggin' minute with pictures and just the petition. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what? You want a petition? Make money on it. Give everybody to make that video like that. You should have charged them $2. $2 for everybody to make a video like that. They're just clicking for a friggin' petition. Let's see if it costs money. Let's see how serious they are then. Let's see how much free the censorship for a piece of cloth. A piece of cloth. Loin cloth. I don't get it. Just get wound up about this stuff. Like, yo, get wound up about 30 frames on next-gen games only. That's what we got. Let's get wound up about that shit. Let's get a petition for why the hell Xbox is $500 and it can't do anything with the power. That's a friggin' petition. But they put a piece of loincloth on. You wouldn't even know. Who would look like, oh man, look at this. It's like they put her in a friggin' trench coat. It's like, oh, before she was wearing this, and now she's in a trench coat. Well, she's running around all blurred out. Like, obviously, this is not censorship in the sense of like, hey, we are egregious with what we're showing in the game. We're blotting this all out for the U.S. or for the world. Like, yeah, she's just going to be running around in a trench coat now in your version of the game. But look at the differences. This is what you call censorship. They decided, and then the developer, yes, they did make a deal like, oh, we're uncensored and all this stuff globally and you know, kind of like a marketing. So maybe that was just shows their naivete with like, just shut up and release the game. Let the game do the talking. We don't need to have extra promotion about lack of censoring or stuff like this. Maybe because they made such a big deal and then people said, well, wait, what's before and after? I found this out and now I'm going to do it. So maybe I could see maybe because they said something and it drew attention to it. But this is what it is. Like, you're thinking around. She's like, I just don't get the digital outrage about this.
I don't either.
Yeah, let me get these super chats. Craig, the tech guy, says, is that a Mass Effect outfit? Yeah, no, they're censoring all the love scenes in Mass Effect. That's what they're doing next.
You're my number one customer.
It's just going to go blurry, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Thanks, Craig.
I don't get what's going on.
Well, that's it. That's what this is it right here. Like, here it is.
The conversation I'm really hearing is mostly about censoring
You're
this
my
game.
number one customer.
It's mostly negative in a sense of censoring the game, not how good the game is, the story, the music. Everybody that I see on Twitter is talking about censorship. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on with this game. I thought this game was going to be pretty well received, and apparently it is. You know, but for some reason, there's an audience out there that they're whining and crying about. I don't understand what.
Yeah,
because I just kind of ignored it.
Yeah, me too. Like, I was just like, yo, what the hell is...
I don't get it.
When I saw the pictures like this, I'm like, what are you talking about? And apparently they toned some of the gore down too. But you know what? I believe the dev said that was they did that. Were they forced to do that?
Well,
why would they tone the gore down?
It started with, if I'm not mistaken, what started with this game, the big conversation was the hard R. Then they went from the hard R to she's really provocative and then they went, oh, you can look at her crotch, you can see a piece of her crotch hanging out with this bait. And I was like, what are they talking about? Like,
everybody what universe? Foundry.
At what universe can you sit there and you watch a movie where, you know, you see people getting shot through the head and all this other stuff in the video game? A woman that may be semi-attractive, she can't wear something that a woman may wear, some clothing that, you know, and it's not like they showing a whole camel toe. It's not like, you know.
Frog, look, this is her.
I just don't get it.
Outfit. This is where you use this and you take off your armor. Like, this is the outfit, her nano nude suit or whatever it is.
The nude suit.
This one. This is so, like, if you're gonna censor anything, like, this would not be a wearable item, like.
But from what I've been reading, it makes the game harder if you play nude.
Yes, it does. It removes the shield. If you, Sellar tells you in the thing too, like it removes the shield if you're.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, Kofi, he played the game in the nude suit.
He did it like that, and people will.
Yeah, because he said, and people were complaining like, "Why is she?" And he was like, "It made the game harder because before he played it, they didn't have like that difficulty slider. Not now they put all that stuff in there with the day one updates, and he's like, whoa." He said everything I complained about, they put in there. So I'm like, I don't get why people are so upset. I don't know. This Western society is really fucked in a way because I only hear this in the Western society, the conversation in America. Something's not right with Western society.
If it's censored for a reason, why would there be like here? Well, he said
you're
the
my
game
number
night
one customer.
With the 5. He goes,
I don't know.
What makes matters even worse is a bikini that you couldn't unlock for Eve, but no one talks about that. These people are just a freaking joke. Yeah, and you want to know what? They did the same thing. Listen, game night, everybody. They did the same thing with They did the same thing with Forspoken, and the characters the her.
Hey,
thing is looking for something to complain about.
Take off the censor off the
game.
Who's this?
Blade.
Get out of here! I don't want to hear them anymore. These clowns. But like they did the same thing with her, you know, with Forspoken, and like, oh, look how she's talking, and you know that this is this you know bad voice acting, and they tried to drive that into the ground, and then you know it's just ridiculous because if it was really censorship, if it really was being censored, she would run around fully clothed in a trench coat or running around like blurred out. And like if you're really censoring something, like why they put a piece of fabric over some outfits or widen some of the put some of the areas like to cover it up a little bit, but they left other areas fine. Like so, like, but the thing is like, does that stop you from playing the game? Like, does that stop you from like your character? Like, if there was things that would limit if there were cutscenes or story elements that were completely removed because of censorship, and you couldn't know what happened in the story because they censored it out. Now there's problems because now you're affecting gameplay, you're affecting experience, because now you're censoring out elements that are affecting the game. That's where you could say a petition or something coming together. In all seriousness, somebody being upset about censorship is like, oh, well, in my country or here, I cannot fully enjoy the game because you took out a whole bunch of story elements that may have too much gore, too much cursing, too much nudity, and things like that. And now my game is less than because of that. Doing
some
these
of the things
little
people
things,
are complaining about,
that's kind of craziness.
Some of the things that people are complaining about, I don't get.
Yeah. Well, let me get this one.
I don't get it.
Liquid Data. Yeah, again, Frog. Go ahead. Liquid Data with the 5. He says, so they want to sit and gaze their screen to Stellar Blade. Exactly. Laugh my ass off. Like, seriously. Like,
you're my
how
number
does
one
that
customer.
affect the fact, like, you would need a before and after before this. If you just turned on the game, first off, if you just turned on the game and just playing the game with that outfit, you're not like, oh man, before that had a piece of fabric that was removed. Now the fabric is there. Like, it wasn't because of the stupid social media that puts a before and after, like version 0 and version 1. Like, it just makes no sense because it's just the outfits. It's not story elements. It's not. Yeah, I don't like being sensitive. My game was affected because they said, hey, this is uncensored over there, and this is censored here, and you're missing out elements of the story, elements of the game. Okay, yeah, that sucks. Then maybe I won't buy the game. But that's what we're doing, a petition, 55,000, the petition with videos for those people making confessions and stuff like that. Like, leave me alone. Like, I don't understand it. Glinza with the 2, he goes, Stellar Blade is really censored on Xbox. Oh, damn. Yeah, Phil Ness doesn't allow any of that on there. And then Kazakh Hero with the 20, he goes, I muted and blocked Grummets and his weirdo followers. Grummets is a grifter. You can look it up. All his ex-Blizzard devs had nothing good to say about him. No one wants to deal with him. Without Twitters, he's nothing. Yeah, I did notice that when I clicked on his name. Like, he's all ex-Blizzard and, yeah, that whole stuff. So, yeah, he is like... listen, I muted him because I couldn't. Like, he was just all over my timeline over the weekend with those. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, this stuff is celebrated.
And I'm like, you're not. I'm not wasting my time scrolling through this stuff, and I boot up Twitter just to look at it, see what any news, any gameplay, any cool things, And I'm looking, and this guy has this friggin' thing going on.
What's up?
What up, Frogs?
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, Frogs.
Yo,
bro. I think I might have seen your doppelganger, bro.
Oh, shit.
Oh, really?
On Whoops, man. Y'all sound alike. Y'all kind of look alike, too, dog.
Really?
The guy who does the voice for Barrett?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I got to check that. I didn't get to watch the whole episode. Yeah. I didn't get to watch the whole episode because I was busy. But somebody else said that. I
said it in the chat, bro. I was like, yo, this man sounds just like Frogs.
That's pretty funny. And now I gotta watch the whole episode.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yo, but Game Night with the 5, he goes, in regards to the gore aspect, people are mad because Eve isn't drenched with blood after executing an enemy, and that affects the game. How? I don't get it. Like, first off, I don't know why. I don't get it. I do not. It's just a waste, really, of time on this thing. But just
hey, listen, man, just
on this shit. Yeah,
I always like to have porn in my video game. I mean, in my
Where's the honey horn? Where you get the honey
Hold on. I mean,
that's what I want to do, right?
I'm just trying to glaze my glizzy while I play the game, dog. What's wrong with that, man?
No.
What's wrong with that, man?
Oh man, you on the petitions too? Oh shit!
Why you gonna take away my virtual cheeks, bro?
Oh man!
Hey, glaze his glizzy. Oh
He's
my
glazing
god!
That glizzy. Go easy.
I'm trying to glaze my glizzy.
Oh man!
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody who, to be honest with you, I didn't see anybody who was really upset about this. It's the usual fake outragers.
Yeah.
And they would have been mad about anything. It doesn't matter what it would have been.
Seriously.
Like, dude, what the fuck is the hard R? Can somebody explain?
No, I saw your tweet about
I've never heard that.
The six, like, why did they complain about this? What was it? It was like bottoms or something like that. What was the other one?
And at first, he's sick. Let me tell you something that's funny. So I had showed my wife that, and she was like, "What is the hard R?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Somebody said if it said the hard ER, I was okay. That's a little bit different." I said, "But the hard R, I've never heard that." She said, "Yeah, I've never heard." She said, "Who's complaining about this?" I said, "Just take a guess." And she said, "Oh my God." She said, "Man, why are people trying to fight a battle that's not even a battle?" I said, "I don't know what's going on. Is there's something going on in the industry?"
You know what it is? It makes you feel better about not getting something when you can try and convince other people that they shouldn't get it either.
Exactly.
Misery loves company, bro.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Yeah. I know.
You're my number one customer.
Compared to all the stuff like they have with the animes and like, come on, we go down the list of all the stuff with Dead or Alive and all these other stuff and just animes and what's available. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, this is what they're doing. That's what you said. They get mad about anything. They try to do it on every freaking game, try to get this stuff. But when it really matters, people are like, oh, well, this is not shipping with a 60 frames. People are like, oh, no, that's all right. That's developer design. That's a design choice. But, they put a piece of
hilarious.
They're like, oh, shit, it's censored.
You know, over the past, I would say, well, this is the fourth year. Over the past 4 years, this year will be 4 years in this current generation cycle. Everything that has shipped primarily on PlayStation has shipped for the most part, even the multiplexes, has shipped for the most part with the superior version. Whereas I don't know what's going on with the other consoles supposed to eat monsters for breakfast. They seem like for some reason, I don't know what's going on with that console. It's just not producing what it said it should be on paper and what it should be. I just don't get it.
We'll move on.
And then when you look at the multiplats that are coming, you see an outrage of developers when the developer's like, hey, we can't do parity here, and the community here is, you gotta have, we're Microsoft, we gotta have parity because that's Series S. And then when they break it for one developer and they say, well, you don't have to have that in there, every developer now has that ability to say, we're not putting this on here, and they got to the point where I think developers are like, we don't even want to put the game on this console. We'll put it on your X. We don't even want a game for the S. I think we're getting to a point, and I think I was either Sick Humor said it, or I want to say it was Thrash that said it. We're getting to a point where it's inevitable that this company, that the Microsoft Game Studios becomes the biggest publisher. It's inevitable that they become a publisher and they stop making consoles and they just go software route. I don't see how, when you look at this landscape of gaming, I don't think it's the healthiest thing. Competition is good because it drives the other forces. But there again, if you're not giving the competition and then year over year you're down 30%, 30%, what's the point of even staying here? What's the point?
I got something for you right here.
Go ahead.
I want to say thanks to Michael for the 5 gaming grinders. Again, thank you so much. And Mark Carter with the 2. He goes, quality games are exclusively on PlayStation. Damn right, dude. Quality splits. So we're just going to move on from the censorship so those guys could be like, there they go. Excellent. And we're going to move on to the Sea of Thieves, Frog's favorite game right now. Sea of Thieves, Frog, look at this. Sea of Thieves on the Xbox One was a whopping 69 and a mixed average review of a 5.5. My goodness. So let's click on the view all platforms, shall we? PC at a 67 based on 34 Metacritics. Now, the Xbox One had 69. They never re-reviewed Sea of Thieves when it came around, the house fly that doesn't die, for the series consoles at all. But then here comes your PlayStation version based on 4 critic reviews. I don't know who they are, the parents of the devs. I don't know, but they have an 85 on the PS5.
Wait, 4? That's what they stopped?
It says 4 critics.
Wait, said it again? 4 critics, what did it
4
get?
4 people, the parents devs.
You know what it is, Jez? And I've said this before.
The devs are the parents. The parents
these games, these games
cousins.
for these games for Xbox come out half baked. Some of the developers don't even want to make the games. Like we saw the same thing happen with Redfall. Developers didn't want to make the game, and then they said, "Hey, we don't even want to put this out because it's not ready." And I felt like they had no choice. They had to push that crap out because it's in Game Pass. They're like, "Oh, we can fix it later."
I don't understand how. Like,
the only look, just check this out. The only thing this benefits PlayStation is PlayStation will always get the superior version of these games. When Starfield comes to PlayStation, which it will, it'll be the superior version of that game. It'll be the version it should have been at launch. It just seems like they and I don't want to say unfortunately, but I can say unfortunately, it seems like they get these games and they're half baked because they're in a service. That's what I feel. They're in a service, so it's like who cares because it's in a service.
Yeah, they are.
Dude,
we got
four people reviewed that shit.
4 people.
Four.
Yes. Frog must be one.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you want IGN gave it an 8. PC Hawk is IGN. Look at this, a 69 mixed average, and look at who gave them 90s. Here we go. Generation Xbox, Mondo Xbox, Cheat Central, Trusted Reviews, Somos. We always see them in the top. Somos Xbox, Xbox the Ocho, because they always give it an 8. You know, this is all the same bullshit. Mondo Xbox, Generation Xbox. But that was the last time the Generation Xbox
You know what
reviewed
people will
anything.
do? You know what people are going to do, Jizz?
Let me see this website.
They're going to say, oh, because it's scoring higher on PlayStation, it's an Xbox tax. No, dumbasses.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say, Xbox tax.
It's the point. The point is that Microsoft has so many Xbox-centric things reviewing it that they may up this. That's why when a game comes out on PlayStation and Xbox and you see like the Xbox version maybe has 2 or 3 or 4 points more because they have more people reviewing it because they got Xbox this, Xbox model, Xbox that, Xbox that.
They have more people reviewing it?
No. What I'm saying is
they always have less.
Sorry, they have
Xbox Central.
I'm sorry, they have less people reviewing. They have less people reviewing it. The people who are reviewing it are more Xbox centric. That's what I meant to say. And it's kind of like it's inflated. And you can say, damn, like, how did this game get such a 5-point difference on Xbox? And it's like because they got 20 people on Xbox reviewing it, and PlayStation got 83. So it's inflated on Xbox a little bit because they have less people reviewing it. Nobody wants to play over there. Let's just be honest. Nobody wants to play over there. Most people right now are getting rid of their Xbox and they're getting PlayStations, or they're just saying, I'm going to build a PC. Or they've done it already. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it's just interesting.
People already see the writings on the wall. They know what it is.
It's very interesting seeing that. I'm sure it's a completed version. They never reassessed the game, like re-reviewed it or anything like that. But hey, man, you're right. Like the thing, and if that Pro's coming out, dude, you're gonna see like PlayStation games, the Xbox games. If they stop porting them over, they're gonna be running better. They're already running better.
Number one customer
on not Pro hardware. I don't know what's going to happen when they start putting this on Pro hardware. So Microsoft has a. We'll get to it, the Fallout one, but yeah, something. Sign my ass. Just said some Seek for $100. He says, "Can you fast forward to Housemarque Tease? I got to go to sleep and have no interest of sea of ass." That's what he said.
Swimming sea dicks.
So you know what? On the Grindhouse, we do respect the grinders and their requests. But there's something that we must cover here, and that is the ID at Xbox Showcase. We have, it was an incredible extravaganza of a show. They had a countdown for about, now you're really going to go sleep, sign my ass. They had a countdown for over an hour, and here it is. Get ready. They had a countdown for this incredible show. They had this thing that they had to go. Ready? It started right here as an incredible countdown, and here we go. Ready? We're going to start here. I'm going to play it for the 45 minutes. Everybody get out your nightcaps. And there we go. And they had hosts and everything. Look, they even had this girl who used to be on this show was like, they even had this girl that used to be on like her own YouTube channel. I remember her like from back in the day. That host.
We're only just getting started here, and we have a ton more indie game trailers and gameplay to check out. But be sure to stick around after for a live episode of IGN's weekly Xbox show, Podcast Unlocked.
But right now, we need to take a quick break. Stick around. Nice. ID at Xbox continues after this.
They had breaks and everything for this show. Dude, first off, they have better quality stage production than the games themselves. And this is all we're going to say in this game. I watched some of these things just going through, and the Immortals game, yeah, that looks good. But, some of these games... listen. This is all I got to say about this. I'm sure you guys fell asleep. This was at this was like high noon, lunch hour thing. But listen, these ID at Xbox games. Is there a level like a half of A or like a little half of A or something like that? Because these games, there looks better shit on your phone than some of this shit.
Dude, they prepare it. They
like this has got to be a half a little A.
They preparing y'all for that Surface Xbox y'all about to get next.
Some of these games, I'm just like, like this got to be made by a half a dude, like just like one, like a half a person, like a guy that just like is like doing this part time or something like that. Just like some of this stuff, I'm like, holy, like I don't know if it's fun or not, but like, and I don't want to be mean, but my goodness gracious, these better be the words right after this show. They better be free. Like this got to be free. This got to be coming with Happy Meals and some shit because these games are in D. Emphasis on the D. In D. Like these are really like I understand passion, but my goodness.
Yeah, true.
My goodness gracious. Like yo, I don't. This is me. Ready? The indies that we're seeing now look worse than the indies that we saw in the 360. Like we had some great games on the 360 that were indies, but my goodness gracious, this is kind of rough. Hey, Fat Joe, the Walrus, going on here, but like, geez, like I'm sorry, but like we're going backwards. Like I felt like the 360, like indies had some like, oh okay, yeah, they're indies and stuff, but some of this stuff, oof. And I don't know why you have hosts and 3 people here on a glass stage talking about Xbox indie program, like, and IGN hosted it, thinking like people give a shit about this. They had people streaming this. I'm sorry, man, but some of these indies are indie. Shovelware, a mobile game. These are worse than flip phone games. Like I'm sorry. Like I understand there's indie games, but my goodness. They're just some of the stuff like, yeah, okay, this looked decent. Okay, this one looked not bad. Whoever this one is. This looked decent. But man, some of these games though. And then they had
games look like they should be on the Oculus or something.
Yo, yeah. And that was crazy too. It's like they were.
That shit looks really bad.
Yeah, it was 4 hours. It was 3 hours because then, guys, you wouldn't believe this, but to just wrap this section up. Hear this.
More trailers. Hang up.
He goes, we're going to do deep dives on this stuff now. I was like, nope. And everybody was looking for Silk Song, and they didn't have it on it at all. Way to go, Microsoft. Way to listen to everybody. Everybody just wants to know what's going on with Hollow Knight.
Can I be honest with you, Jeff?
Yeah.
You are probably the most diehard Xbox fan that I know. The stuff you put yourself through.
Oh, I didn't watch this live stream, man. I was like, what did I miss?
I just don't know. Bro, I didn't even know this shit existed. Yeah. Like, I had no clue that any of this stuff was even happening.
You didn't see all the shit on YouTube? It was presented by Xfinity. You didn't see all the crazy shit?
No.
Oh, man. They announced this on
and I'm not even trying to be funny when I say that. I literally had no idea. You knew Frog?
Nope, didn't know.
Look, yeah, they had deep dives and stuff.
Understand.
And everything.
I'm not sure what Soma means.
No live playthroughs and stuff,
future of Windows?
It was wild.
I did not know.
Yeah, no.
I'm be honest with you.
They brought it up on the wire. But anyway, there you go. I hope Sign My Ass went to sleep because now we're going to move on to the teaser that happened for a Housemarque is something's coming out tomorrow. So we're going to go around the table and think what this could be. So here it is, Grinders. I'm torturing myself. I'm sorry. It was news. There was ID at Xbox, but my God, like I'm saying, like that ID is ID. Like it is really.
They about to tell us about some fucking achievements coming to the PC version of Returnal, dog. That's whatever it is. It ain't gonna be nothing PlayStation centric about that announcement.
Nah, I don't think it is either.
Yeah, that's right. Ding ding. I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody, Grinders. Hold on tight because this is not what we think it is. I'm thinking this is first off, it is something with Returnal. First off, right? It says tomorrow, Housemarque. It has 2 eyeballs. It's this. Listen, it's either some DLC, some trophies. Somebody says it's a comic. Well, oh shit, the grindhounds! Get him, Frog! I got my own. Get him! Bite Phil Spencer's ankles! Get him! No Game Pass here. Get him, grindhounds. Hey, that's a good guess, Lonely Snow. He says it's a comic. Somebody said it's not ID, it's EU. Oh my God, they made such a big deal about that ID. I can't mean to go back to ID at
You're
Xbox.
my number
stuff,
one
but,
customer.
Like, they made such a big deal with this like indie push and ID at Xbox, and I'm like, just watching that show, I'm like, woof, like this is what we're getting. ID at Xbox, like it is like, I'm sorry, they those games look very like they look worse than cell phone games. Like I thought indie game like this, you know, we have new tech and things like that. Why are these games looking worse than the games that we got in the indie and Xbox Live Arcade? You know what I mean? That's what, and again, like, I just, you know, I'm sure there's games that, like, that's the design of them, like, that's what they want to look like, but all of them, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it.
I'm going to say this PlayStation should have probably told Housemarque to not do what they did if they're not going to show anything game worthy, truthfully. Because if you're going to come out and tell people about a comic book, they're going to be pissed because it has nothing to do with you and working on a game.
Exactly.
Like, it's fine for them to do all this stuff that they're doing. Like, I'm not mad at, you know, them for trying to branch off and do different things. But showing people a comic book,
this is
nah, I don't think that's the wave, man.
Yeah, Michael
That is
Meridian
not the wave.
with the 2, he says, Jez, it's a comic book. Truity, the 2, he goes, it's crazy because Stellar Blade is indie. This is wild. Yeah, right? Oh, shit, that is indie. Yeah, and you're right, Sick. Like, if and I'm looking at the design, yeah, it looks like it's a comic book, and it probably confirmed as a comic book. But you're right. The thing is like, Housemarque don't go dark after a year, given, okay, they did the year of the update, and they were able to, you know, do that co-op and stuff like that. Then they go quiet, and then you don't. The thing, like, you're right. Like, the optics of this whole situation, it's just like you gotta have some game announcements and then do this horse shit. Like, you gotta say, hey, it's Housemarque's new game. Oh, and there's a comic for Returnal, a graphic novel. Like, you're
my number one customer.
Like, they're falling into the same. And this is the thing. Like, and again, people are not gonna like it. I'm sick. You probably agree in the same thing. This is the kind of bullshit that Xbox did. This is the bullshit that just made me just turn my head, because I'm like, where are the friggin' game announcements? Don't tell me about Gears the movie. Don't tell me about Gears the toilet paper. Don't tell me about Gears the breakfast cereal. I want to know, when is the next game coming out? And this is the thing where it's like, you need to get a showcase on there. You got to show people what the hell your first party's working on, what these studios are coming out with, and then go, oh, and then there's a trailer. But you don't just drop like, here, PC
You're
trophies.
my number one customer.
Here's the PC version. Here's a remaster. Here's a comic book. And we're like, and Housemarque, what are you doing? You don't do that. Like, that's not what. And to go and be like, just come out and say it's a friggin' comic book and call it a day. Housemarque, it's a comic book tomorrow. More information. That's it. Don't put an image and say tomorrow and Housemarque. Like, why do you make these social? And I know they do it for engagement, and they think people talk about the game. Because if they just said, Housemarque just said, it's a comic book, more info tomorrow. I hate teasing. That tease shit drives me insane, because they know exactly what they're doing. And this is where we all, as social media, get bamboozled, because they know that this thing is going to get people, you know, talking about the game and talking about what this can be, and so cryptic. Whereas they could just tweet it out. Housemarque is going to be celebrating, 3 years of Returnal with a comic, 4 years of Returnal, whatever, 3 years with a comic book. More details to come tomorrow. That's it. Yep. Or just tweet it out tomorrow. We got a comic book. Done. don't
leaving it
do
open
this.
for interpretation.
Exactly.
You have people literally saying, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's going to
people are
be
gonna
a
be
new
disappointed.
game."
It's a house.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
just stupid.
Yep.
But this is what they
People
and
are
you
gonna
know
be very
what?
disappointed.
Oh, that yeah. It looked now everybody's saying comic book. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the type of bullshit this would be.
The thing is, I don't even know if it is a comic book or if it is them announcing trophies or anything. I just know it's not going to be anything substantial
No, they
because
don't
they're
announce shit like
announcing
that.
it themselves.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh shit! Sign my ass with the. That's the best name. Sign my ass with the Seek 50. He goes, I was just about to fall asleep. Now my ass is wide open again. Give me Returnal 2. Oh,
I'm sorry,
shit.
his ass is open?
Dude.
Wait, what?
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Oh. Censor that man.
What's really going on?
What the hell's going on over there?
Where they have Diddy parties. What's going on?
Oh, shit.
It's not even pink. This is raw.
Oh, shit. I hit the wrong one. That's not even pink. It's raw. Oh, shit. What's going on here? Oh, damn. Hit the wrong
I can tell
button.
y'all straight up, that's Celine that you're looking at in that picture.
Oh, it is.
Just
That's
in case
alright.
anybody... Yeah, that's Celine.
That is Celine.
If anybody's guessing what the hell that picture is,
Yeah.
that's Celine.
Now let's see if we click on them. Did they tweet anything else? Oh my god! Oh yeah. So they doubled down with a video of tomorrow. Oh goodness gracious! So they really went into a motion.
You're my
GIF.
number one customer.
If it's DLC, like more story content or something like that, I'll be all for it.
I will be down for that. That would be perfect.
I'd
too.
be happy about that.
Hell yeah!
I'd be happy about that. But if you coming out to tell me I can go and buy a fucking comic I didn't ask for, I'm cool,
I don't
buddy.
know. Let me see.
You're like, nah, I'm good.
And somebody, and then I saw somebody like countering this is like anything about it. They're like, oh, their next game is a new IP. It's not Returnal 2. But look, like, oh man.
So why are you teasing with Celine if this isn't what this is about?
So from the animated GIF, let's just play with this here. Let's say first the Game Night with the 5. Thank you so much, the Game Night with 5. Because Housemarque aren't going to show off anything pertaining to a new game until 2025 because in 22 they said they were in the conceptualization stage of it. Yeah, and they wouldn't announce a game like this. Sony would not let them just go tweet out a game at all. But
not all willy-nilly like they're doing.
Let's just look at this GIF now because we had the image. I could see comic book, but now it says tomorrow. The word cracks, and then she comes as a glass with her face going forward. Now, if you just show me the image, I'll say comic book, graphic novel. But now with this glass cracking, I don't know. This seems...
it looks like a transition into tomorrow, man.
Let's see if they have any sound with it. Nah, no sound. I don't know. Grinders, what do you think?
Sellar Blade is so awesome. I know y'all talked about it already, but god damn.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I wish I'd be
so
playing
good,
it right
bro.
now, man. Oh, my God. I don't want to be playing it right now.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now.
Dude, I could have
Frog
beat
is
this
on the
game
seas.
so
He's
long ago.
doing
I'm just walking around looking for shit.
I know. I love just knocking things over and stuff with my like the books like in the library and just knocking over boxes. Yeah, you're right. I just like just destroying things.
Mm-hmm.
Returnal Shattered Memories comic. Calling it now. Josh Ayers says that. Holy crap. Man Overboard said Celine Dion for sure. Oh, damn. Rattling Guardian says a prequel. Nah, they wouldn't do that like this.
I don't think so.
Nah.
I mean,
it either could be a DLC or a comic or that transmedia type comic book or show or something like that, like a TV show or some shit like that. Who knows? Everything's getting a friggin' TV show nowadays. You know what? I'm going to tell you this right now.
I mean, a TV show wouldn't be bad,
Listen,
but do we really need one?
I'm seeing a trend here, right? Right now, we got The Last of Us, incredible. Fallout TV show, great. You see, incredible. You see what's going on. Like, the games are picking up. Like, people, you can't find Fallout physical copy. People playing Fallout. Frog is playing Fallout.
Yeah, you can't find a Fallout physical copy because they ain't create. They didn't distribute none since freaking last gen.
Exactly. Well, yeah, true with that. But nobody was looking for it until the TV show again. Like
that is true.
We're getting this kind of this direct correlation, which is good. But I see it just like the gaming industry, just like the TV show, they're gonna make TV shows about everything, and they're gonna just bombard us with just trash. That's what I think's coming. Like, we got the quality stuff that actually did something after years of trash of shows that tried to do what movies that try to do what games do. But now these successes, I think they're gonna make TV shows about friggin' everything now. We'll get a Power World's goddamn TV show. Because they're gonna flood the market, and you think these Hulus and Netflix, all of them are looking for what's that thing to get people to subscribe. They're increasing their prices. The Peacock is increasing their prices. They're all increases. The cock, they got their prices are going up $2. And everybody's increasing their friggin' prices. So what are they gonna do?
Dude,
who's gonna make the movies?
There's no way that Peacock is raising their prices.
Cock is doing it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They're gonna waste their time.
Well, they're
People
doing
just
it.
gonna unsubscribe.
They're using the waves of and they're all looking for content. They're all looking for content. Like even Netflix is doing live content now with the fight with the upcoming fight with Tyson. They're doing now Raw on WWE. Raw is going to be there live next year, coming off the USA Network. And
I wouldn't dare watch that stupid ass fight.
That's just gonna be a shit show.
But like, if you look, there you go. Look at this. The game. See, the grinders are finding the facts right now. He goes right here. There you go. Game night with the 5. He goes Dark Horse Comics tweeted Housemarque's tweet, so it's definitely comic book related. Perfect.
Oh yeah. Nah, I'm good.
We're done. Thank you. Speculation's over. But I'm gonna tell you right now. So there you go. Sign my ass. I'm sorry, but that ass I get puckered up again. Sorry about that, man.
Number one customer.
Go back to sleep. It's gonna be a comic book. But hey, you know what? Hey, the world is very interesting. It'll be interesting, but no games. And but I'm gonna say, like, the TV shows and all this shit. They're gonna make
why
sure.
tease it like that?
That's what I mean.
Why
dude.
get people's eyes on this shit when you know you ain't gonna do nothing but piss them off?
I don't know.
I mean, there's some people who gonna pick it up. It just won't be me.
Yeah, but you're right. Why do the cryptic shit if it's just a comic? Just tweet it out tomorrow with Dark Horse and say, hey, we got a comic book. Like, why the tease for tomorrow?
You know what that screams to me? That screams that you didn't think anybody would check this out, and you know what you're doing. You're trying to manipulate people to be at attention when you actually announce this, which business-wise, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
makes perfect sense.
Look at it. Yeah,
but
exactly.
Community-wise, they're going to look at you like, what the fuck is this?
1.4 million, 10,000 likes. I liked it. 2.6K retweets on the image. Then I
guarantee you, if you go to the comments, they all say Returnal 2, Returnal 2, or
comments.
New IP or something like that. I guarantee
it's probably not going to be that.
Yeah,
I haven't even looked at it. I have not looked at it. I promise you I haven't.
Let's go. Let's see. Returnal's release date, April 30th, 2021. Tomorrow is April 30th, 2024, the 3-year anniversary. There we go. Starting to make connections. J-Dub says, let's go. Game of Take says, oh shit, VR. King Thrash is saying VR.
See, a lot of people are saying VR. That's not it either, because
VR for what?
Yeah,
niggas will die playing Returnal in VR.
Let's go.
Man,
they will literally crash the fuck out and die. That game is way too fast to be talking about.
Watch it be a movie announcement or a documentary show. Yo, I Evan says, watch it be a documentary showing how the game was made. Oh shit, like 3 years later.
Oh shit, this motherfucker just grabbed me.
Oh damn.
Wait, was it the exploding one? The one that grabbed you?
Yeah, the one that came out
That's not the guy with the shield.
Came out the damn concrete.
Got the big
I
ass
forgot
shield.
they did that.
What, the guy with the big ass shield that grabs you and slams you?
Yeah, he comes out of the concrete. He grabbed the hell out of me. I forgot look, I've been playing so many different games. I'm like, damn, I need to stick to one game, man.
I know, you jump around. And especially going for that.
Yeah, I don't like I try to stick to one game, man, but there's so many good damn games out.
Dude, especially going from like Sea of Thieves, like, and just sitting there and chilling.
Nah, dude.
You need a palate cleanser after that.
Bro, let me tell you something. Going from Final Fantasy 7. I'm gonna tell you like this. 16 to 7 to Rise of Ronin. Then I jumped over to Fallout 4. I'm like, yo, all these control schemes, I just got to pick one and stick with it. Because if you don't, you're screwing yourself. You're just going to screw yourself.
It's funny because I tell people that all the time. That's why I focus on one game at a time.
I usually do that, man, but there's so many good games out.
I forgot to add a topic.
What is this?
I got to add a topic, Ryan. This is a special topic. After the Housemarque one, we're adding a new topic here. Did you hear about the Todd Howard interview? That was the one I wanted to add.
Oh, no. Didn't hear about that.
Yeah. They stopped his Uber cars. He was able to park in the Todd Howard interview where he talked about
fucking Uber cards.
Starfield. Phil allowed him to do an interview. All right. So, and I got the interview right here. So he had an interview about Starfield. I'm sure this is where Sick goes to sleep. So he's going to take a little snooze right now. Might hear him snoring in the background. Oh, shit. The topics are gone.
That's a fact.
See, there we go. So I knew exactly what was gonna happen. But don't you want to hear? Look at him. Look at this. He parked the car. He got a 5-star Uber rating, dude. Todd Howard is Phil Spencer's Uber driver. There he goes. Now they're gonna ask him, Todd, about Starfield. Let's hear what he has to say about it, and then we'll get the reaction.
Starfield was that you were all wearing your hearts on your sleeves and saying, "This is the game we've always wanted to make. This is like something that means so much to us." And so when you get there and you get a game that is then polarizing to this level, what was the takeaway? What was the office like on launch day?
Wait, what game are you playing?
Stellar Blade. Like I had this.
Excuse me,
like
Mr. Todd Howard is speaking.
The parry is different.
You are interrupting Mr. Todd Howard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's probably more important what you're saying. But anyway, they're just asking about his about Starfield, about how he wore his heart on the sleeve and loading screens all over the place. Nobody said anything about this. But anyway, let's see what Todd has to say.
Well, there's a few things, and thanks for asking. The number one that we're always concerned with is how is the game holding up, right? What's our bug level? What's the crash rate? So first of all, we were over the moon with how kind of the actual data we were getting back and how the game was performing on a technical level. That one to us is always sort of most important on the dev side. Number two was the amount of players. We kind of set a record for how many players that we had in a game. Obviously, Game Pass is a part of that.
Of course.
But to see the amount of people playing and like, okay, we've had more players at launch than we've ever had in our careers, and the game is holding up really well. It's a really joyous moment for us, particularly after how long the game took. On the review side,
I don't get that part. That I like if you're excited about how many, like the two things were, one, the game didn't have crashes as many as you thought. So like as many as it was reported, so that you were excited about that. But the other thing was how many people were playing on day one, the most that you ever had. And yes, Game Pass was on that. But my thing is that if that was a thing that you like cherish, like, oh my God, like look how many people are playing our game day one, this is absolutely incredible, then I'm assuming when you see how many people are not playing your game on day 4, that should be a gut punch, don't you think?
It should be, but I don't think Todd Howard has control over, in my opinion, I don't think he has control over that. Microsoft clearly wanted that in Game Pass. They didn't want it anywhere else. We know the story. Hey, it was going to come to PlayStation. It was going to be exclusive there for a year. Microsoft clearly wanted that game in Game Pass. They wanted to be a statement piece, and the only statement piece it was is it didn't trounce anything that came out that year. It didn't do what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, so exactly. And he says they messed up the year too. But like the thing is like he's like, how many people? Like this is what he says. He says,
and we've been through this. The most important on the dev side. Number two was the amount of players. We kind of set a record for how many players that we had in a game. Obviously, Game Pass is a part of that.
Of course.
But to see the amount of people playing and like, okay, we've had more players at launch than we've ever had in our careers, and the game is holding up really well. It's a really joyous moment for us, particularly after how long the game took. On the review side,
okay, so there it is. Like, look, so the most you ever had was 330,723 on launch on the September 4th. And then you watch, and it's like by September 11th, they dropped to 261. And then by September 18th, they're down to 204. And then it just like plummeted. And right now, you're at 4,500 people 8 months later. So how, if that is the most exciting thing, like how many people are playing your game, and on top of that, you know it's powered by Game Pass. You know that all the 330,000 people, you know, all those people playing, and this is just on Steam, obviously on Game Pass, all those people are not paying for it. Like, they get it through
I
the
mean, but
service.
come on, Jazz. Let's be honest, man. He has to say whatever sounds good in the moment, man.
Of course. Well, no, this is an interview from now. Like, he's looking at. That's why I thought it's very interesting.
No.
He brought up.
He has to say whatever's gonna sound good. He can't say, "Well, damn, Microsoft bought us. We made this game. It fucking bombed like shit." You know what I mean? Nobody really bought this shit. Like he can't. He can't say that.
I just thought it's pretty interesting, saying like how interesting,
I'm
how
pretty sure
happy
he
he
likes
was.
yeah, but he can't.
With the initial player, with the amount of people playing, considering now it's not having legs at all. Like, it's at 4,500 players on Steam, where the people have bought the game, and you were at 330,000 8 months ago. Like, this is not 2 years ago, 3 years ago. This is 8 months ago, not even a year ago. You're at 4,500 people. Like, I showed the chart. It just went bloop, bloop. It's just very interesting.
Believe it or not, man, it hurt their reputation more than anything. They're not going to see it until their next game drops,
Ryan
but
says-
people are going to go in very skeptical.
Yeah, Ryan says he was just excited by the initial numbers, to be fair. All right, well, they didn't. I guess he was excited for a couple of days. So that's good. Now let's hear about the reviews.
And we've been through this, so it's not sort of new to us. What's new is it's a new IP, so you know that we're going to be doing some things differently than we've done before. And obviously we had people who love the game, both on the review side, and people who liked it less. I think the majority of our reviews were in the 90s, which, look, that's great. I don't want to ever be in a world where that is not a great place to be in terms of kind of critical reception, particularly in a year where there are so many amazing games out.
Sure.
But obviously, look, we see the feedback. We see a lot of players saying, this is what I want out of a Bethesda game, which is to explore a world in a certain way. And Starfield didn't give me that. I prefer the way it's done in Fallout or Elder Scrolls. And perfectly understandable, right? In terms of, hey, this is a different experience. And I do think, you know, for us, particularly me going into a science fiction game, I want to be able to land on all the planets. I want the game to say yes to us, knowing that that content is going to be different than you've seen from us in the past.
He said it again, and I don't know if Thresh is in the chat. He just said, as a sci-fi game, I want to land on all the planets. Oh, man. He said it again. I want to land on all the planets. I want the game to say yes to me. He didn't say anything about the thing. But what I thought was very interesting is this section is called Learning from Starfield. So you can tell that Todd Howard is now part of Microsoft because now he is learning along with Phil. There we go. So he is learning as well.
Hey, if you're always learning, you can pretend to be stupid.
Exactly.
Fairly imminent.
Exactly.
And then he also said in this interview, he said that Shattered Space DLC is coming this fall or later this year, and there will be an update later this week. He said, where is it? Oh, actually, I had it on here. There will be an update later this week that will do some. Hear this, everybody. Get ready. I'll get my drum roll. There'll be an update announced later this week that have new display modes on console. Not new frame, new display modes. New shipbuilding features. The city maps finally are coming. A map for the city. They've been asking for that since launch 8 months ago. New gameplay and difficulty options and additional surprises. There you go.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Oh, shit.
We don't care.
Oh, damn. There you go.
The way that was architected from the beginning is quite a technical lift. Not saying we aren't doing anything. We are looking at it.
Of course.
And seeing where that's going to impact people. I think, look, going forward in the world that we want to be in, I think it's very important and something that, you know, in our future games that we're going to be really, really mindful about to make sure, in particular, the progression, that where you pick up a game, you're able, no matter what screen you're on, you're able to just keep going with your character and what you were doing.
Well, it's the power of Xbox, right? With everything being in the cloud.
Yeah, and look, Starfield does that really, really well. From the cloud to the PC to the console, it was kind of architected that way. And so really happy. And I play it in all of those different manners. And so it's also, what are we playing when we can't pick it up and do progression? It doesn't move it up the stack internally.
Yeah.
And you see that bullshit. I wondered if they waited, if when Microsoft purchased them, they used that time to make sure the game just functioned, like he said, but then optimized it for what he just said. He said the game was built for that model, for that whole going across the different devices, no matter what screen. Exactly, Jack Beast. He says it right there. The game was architected for that. What did he say? He said, right. Why is this thing?
It looked like it was built for the 360.
Yeah. That's what he says.
I want to do the update, and it and the other, and then just you've launched.
If it's a decent size,
this goes so quick.
He says it there, where they architected it to work on the cloud, to go bouncing around to different devices. And I'm wondering if that friggin' Phil Spencer and Matt Booty spent so much time when they bought them, instead of worrying about making the combat, the traversal, the things, adding elements, making, like, you know, all these things to the game. They focused on, we got to make sure this game works from going from a PC to a console to a cloud. Let's make sure that works, and let's build the game. Like, I'm sure they focus on that stuff because and not worrying about optimizing loading screens. And if you think about it, you know, they probably missed the ball on some things, and it seemed like they focused on the wrong shit, which seems like the motto of everything that they kind of do.
To be fair, Xbox didn't market fast loading.
No, they did. Well, they quick resume. They did do quick resume. Yeah,
can you even quick resume that game?
I don't know. Frog, can you quick resume it? I don't know.
Oh, I keep forgetting you don't have an Xbox.
I don't know. I didn't play that shit on Xbox. Why would you play that thing on Xbox anyway? It says display modes for friggin' Xbox. Display modes. Like, why would you play that game on Xbox? Is the worst place to play that game. That's what's crazy. People were getting 60 frames on a friggin' Steam Deck, but they couldn't put it on a on the Series X at least. Like, it's just insane. Like, the part. And speaking of it, why not do we go to friggin' Todd Howard interview? Let's go to the real petition that should be out there. Hashtag #FreeFallout4. There's my hashtag, #FreeFallout4. Because once again, an Xbox, Microsoft's own studio, putting game updates out functions better on their competition, or so-called competition. So we need to start the hashtag #FreeFallout, because there is censorship going on, damn it. There is censorship. Xbox is censoring quality. You heard it here first. There is goddamn censorship. You want to get a petition? I'm going to get the video out there right now going, free my Xbox. Why is Microsoft censoring quality? The potential's there, but they're censoring quality. That's the true travesty. Hashtag #FreeFallout4. Digital Foundry, once again, DF, dumbfuckers, are back. And they're back bigger than ever. Here they come. They're ready to talk about Fallout 4, and why not? Why not? Their issues. And yes, Nick, once again, Digital Foundry is flabbergasted. Amazing. I never heard about these people must go to job. They're called Digital Foundry, the technical gurus. They're supposed to have answers for everything. I don't understand how these guys go to work. They analyze, and then they come back dumbfounded. This is an actual skill that Microsoft has mastered with their Xbox to confuse the flying fuck out of Digital Foundry. They have no clue what the hell's going on here. The carpet don't match the drapes. They don't know.
Nah, you know what it is?
They're flabbergasted.
You know what it is? Digital Foundry made the sad mistake of putting their credibility on the line for Xbox.
Ding ding, yes.
So now they have to pretend that everything has to be a bug or something just has to be wrong outside of the console just being fucking trash. I told y'all it was trash before the generation even began.
When they
but
went
guess
out
what?
there playing
You know
with
what they
magnets.
said? Oh no, y'all just hating. Y'all just a hater.
You're
Y'all,
hating.
I said, no, you got somebody who told you exactly what a console is gonna do, and then you have some people who told you on paper what a console is. On paper.
All right. Dude, they went out there.
And Mark Cerny showed them who was the superior brain.
That's right. They went out there. They went out there. They got the I remember they got the 1 million views. It was like their biggest, most viewed show ever. And it was when they were out there and they were playing around with the magnets and then playing with the friggin' Kinects, and all that other stuff. I got them on the video. I got them at the game on the Grindhouse. And then Mark Cerny came out there, signed my ass. He put you to sleep, I'm sure he did. But Mark Cerny went out there and it's insane. And let me just you said the power of Cerny. I do have to just do a little just a little music. I need a musical intro. Just a little musical intro. This man right here, he didn't confuse anybody. Here he is.
Remember they was talking about when Mark Cerny was talking about teraflops? And he was like, you shouldn't rely on teraflops as a...
This man was right. Checkered shirt. I'm putting some jams.
PS5 Pro gonna take the gaming crown. Phil Spencer stuttering like Satcha. Hunter. PS5 Pro on fire. Gonna bring the fun. Unstop the tech, cutting edge and advance with the power of the PS5. Gonna make you dance. Feel sweating bullets can't keep up the pace. Cerny shows no mercy. Game over.
This man, he's into drop kicks.
Undisputed king, check it showdown. Mark Cerny's ready to begin.
You should have listened to Mark Cerny, you stupid ass Digital Foundry, not to the dopey bastard giving you breakfast cereal, showing you that the Xbox goes together with magnets. That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. That's a deflection. This man wasn't lying. Listen to this guy about the console. I want to see when we go around now with the PS5 Pro. I want to see how Digital Foundry talk about asses puckered up. I want to see Digital Foundry go, oh shit, listen to that guy. He put me to sleep, but I dreamt it. He knows the truth. And I want to see him playing with friggin' magnets again. Goodness. This guy didn't bullshit. He gave you what he delivered. There it is. Delivered. So Digital Foundry, continue. You bet on the wrong horse. You bet on the goofy ass goddamn playing with magnets. And just to kind of show, those are one of the Grindhouse exclusive from Grind Pass on that one. But we got the, is this the, let me just see if this is the, and then just to kind of, to show you, to speak in music. Here you go right here. Here they are. Is this them? Here we go. There we go.
Pray for Xbox. Sent Digital Foundry the same people you sent to try Xbox with the magnet. How could this be magnets?
See the bullshit? This is what they set them out to play with. The friggin' magnets. Oh shit. There you go.
Xbox, you don't
You know who else made a mockery of themselves?
games like
That Austin dude.
Oh, Austin. Yeah, there you go.
I don't remember what his last name was,
Austin
but I know it was Austin something.
All right, now let's hear the Digital Foundry, how they're dumbfounded. But there you go. See them playing with the magnets? They went out there. That was the million views. Now let's see them dumbfounded. Here we go. By the way, those are Grind Pass gaming, Grindhouse music records. There, right there. Some jams. Here we go.
Spot captured from before the next generation upgrade. So this is effectively the Xbox One X version running under back compat on Series X. Cycle between these two images here, and you can see that once again, the new version has significantly pared back detail in terms of those LODs and foliage and whatnot. So we really do think.
Oh man, Phil, the lawnmower man Spencer at it again. Him and I tell you. I want to see, I bet you Phil Spencer's lawn is bare ass. He must have everything just concrete because every single one of his games, the first thing he cuts out are the trees, the leaves, and the foliage. That's the first thing that you look at an Xbox game. The first thing you're looking at is like, oh shit, there's less trees and less bushes. Phil Spencer must live in a concrete jungle. He's like, get these trees out of my way.
Something is amiss here.
Something is amiss because the old game.
Further on. From before the next generation upgrade. So this is effectively the Xbox One X version running under back compat on Series X. Cycle between Smart these delivery. Two images here, and you can see that once again, the new version has significantly pared back detail in terms of those LODs and foliage and whatnot. So we really do think something is amiss here, regardless of the tweet that went out from Bethesda, and hopefully it will get fixed. But at this point, Futurevich, me, is going to bow out and we're going to return to the original recording, and Tom will continue the discussion.
I got a little bit unlucky, actually, telling you two earlier, but the Xbox consoles were my kind of picked platform this time to show, like, okay, I've got all my saves lined up before the patch using, the 4K 30 FPS mode that we had with the last gen, 1X version that we're playing on Series X. And I thought, okay, well, that works, and then we'll upgrade to the Xbox version with the latest next gen patch. Didn't realize that the patch would actually be bugged, and that the mode selection toggle that is included, Bethesda call it a quality and performance mode switch, but it's just performance mode on and off in the menu. So a bit of labeling issue there, but it just doesn't work on Xbox. In my experience, I've tried everything. I've tried literally, I've tried signing in as a new user, reinstalling the whole game. Just nothing worked. And then I got home after doing all the FPS testing with the Xbox machines and gave it a run on my PS5, and that works. So I guess from the top, shall I go through some of the patch notes stuff? Because this is quite interesting.
Okay, yeah, but just before you begin, basically what you're saying on Xbox is that the quality performance toggle doesn't work and it's just performance all the time.
Performance all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens is you have 60 FPS 4K mode, and you swap it off, you turn it off, and you'd assume you'd get 30 FPS, but it just stays at 60, stays running at 4K, and yeah, that's kind of where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of befuddling.
Yes.
Befuddling. Man, they're just coming up with other words. They're like dumbfounded, bugs, befuddling, confused. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's amazing that Xbox has explored a whole library of confusing Digital Foundry. Shit just don't work. Remember, for 6 months, Wana says, just make a good game. Don't waste efforts on this cross-progression stuff if you can't get rid of loading screens, for fuck's sake. Exactly. Thank you, Wana. Yeah, they focused on that. They made sure. Twisted Sin with the 5. He goes, the most powerful console in the world. Yeah, right. Dude, most powerful. This. So basically, this smart delivery is acting stupid. It's playing the old backwards compatible mode with Fallout 4 update. What a mess. It's supposed to be smart delivery. But they're befuddled.
You're my number one
and
customer.
Guess what? On the PS5, it just works. Like, how? Where? Again, we come to the same question. Like, how do they not test their own shit? And how do they make this stuff work better on their, like, is it really that Mark Cerny is that genius that the gaming just is better over on PlayStation? He just built a better console. Microsoft's console is befuddled. It's so confusing. And again, I think the development of the console, the development of these games, all this stuff that's going on at Microsoft, it's getting in their way. This whole third party, making the games work on all different things, all this shit is not giving focus to the main things, the product that they're releasing. And these things just come out, bugs, befuddled, 120 frames in Pentiment, the Fallout 4 update. You're riding on the wave of the show. It's sick. The show, everybody wants to play Fallout. You have this big announcement from Bethesda. Chest out. We a new update on the hype of the show. 4K. Here we come. And you mess that up as well on your own platform. If you're going to mess it up, screw the Series S. Make sure the X works. But you just it doesn't work. Ryan, gobsmacked, hoodwinked. We need a whole freaking vocabulary of all this stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. Thrifty, he goes, it's kind of befuddling, left my ass off. Happy 12 months. What a day. Yes, right, Thrifty. Thank you for being a golden grinder. And Kiri86, member for 1 month, says he has to repolarize the magnets. That'll work fine. Exactly. Exactly. He has to turn those magnets around. God damn. I don't know what the hell's going on. They got to demagnetize that thing. But, like, I just don't get how does this happen? How? Flabbergasted. Keep going. I want more in the chat. Hoodwinked. Flabbergasted.
It sucks that what they have to work with just doesn't work. That's all. That's why they had to get Jason Ronald out of there, man. Jason Ronald was high when he created that machine.
Yo, he was high, man.
He was fucking stoned.
He was high on Cheerios in the break room. Dude, that guy, yo, talk about he's the bootleg architect. He's the architect from the Underground Matrix. You know, he lives in a shit room and stuff like that. Like that guy, like he talked about somebody who talked about a console and then hightailed it out of there after that console released. You never heard, like, he never talked about that shit again.
Let me ask you a real question, Jess. And I want you to take some time. You don't even have to answer it right now, but
all right.
Let me ask you this question. After this generation, how would you sell another Xbox to folks? What would your plan of action be? What would your marketing strategy be to sell somebody an Xbox this upcoming gen?
The way I would do it is I would just have a lineup of quality games running on the hardware that I'm about to sell. That's the only thing you do is show, and they don't have it, and that's the thing. But that's the only thing you do, because you cannot just go out there and talk hardware only and just say to teraflops, the Hovis vapor chambers and tramp stamps and velocity architectures and smart deliveries and quick resumes. All that shit is done. Like, they burnt every friggin' bridge you can imagine with the Project Scorpio and the Project Scarlet and the Series S, X, and the Series, like, this whole. That's why I think it has to be a minimal console. Like, that next thing, it can't be bigger, better, and faster, because they have burnt every friggin' bridge in the matter of 3 friggin' years. The 4 years, like, they burnt everything. Like, talking about ticking off your customers or just pissing off like Digital Foundry. Like, you basically burnt every friggin' bridge that you've had with the console, unless and even your fans, like, they might not even want free ones. You were giving out Series X's like they were candy to everybody who had a YouTube channel. You know, I'm playing on the X, but you can't. I think they burnt every bridge. The only way is to be a minimal, cheap console that does something different, like a portable that kind of like negates the whole console type perception. Like, oh, it's a portable, but then you plug it in and kind of
gonna go to Nintendo Switch route.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because if you think about it, this basically is their Wii U. Like, they realize that they cannot compete with them, right? If you think about it, that's because Nintendo with the GameCube, with the Wii, the Wii, they went super casual. But then with the Wii U, they tried to mix casuals, trying to keep that casual, but trying to get back their core audience that they lost because the Wii just abandoned them because the games that people wanted to play weren't on the Wii. It was all these goofy waggle games. The Wii U was trying with another goofy device, trying to in the iPad shit. But this is basically their Wii U, so they gotta just deflect. They gotta be like, yo, that console shit, yeah, behind your TV, we done. We're gonna go this thing. And the problem is, though, is the Switch is sitting there ready to stomp them out. And Switch is gonna have a shit. You know, the Switch 2 is gonna drop, and they're gonna have their big franchise, whatever the hell it is, Metroid. Holy shit. You imagine the Switch 2 drops with a friggin' new Metroid game. Anybody that has the word portable in their name is gone. If you have a Switch 2 with Metroid, people have been waiting for the next Metroid game.
I'm sure you saw the Switch specs, right? Like, I know you're probably not talking about that today, but bro, I would not get my hopes up for what that shit is gonna be capable of.
Metroid game. It doesn't matter if it's a
yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter the most. No, it doesn't matter the most. That shit matters to me, though. Nintendo will not get no more of my money.
Oh,
dude.
I understand. No, I'm
not with that half-ass shit.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're gonna buy it. I'm just saying that.
Oh, absolutely not.
I'm just saying that as a perception for the market.
You know why I'm not though? Because everybody uses that as a crutch for Nintendo. Games look like shit because, dude, it's just a handheld. You know what I mean? Games run and perform like shit. Dude, it's just a handheld. But then when you want to talk about sales, I mean, come on now.
They want to be in the conversation. Yeah, it's a console. It's ranked up with the Xbox and the PlayStation. Like, oh, it's a console with them, Nintendo. You know, but it's a handheld if it doesn't. But all I'm saying is the perception. Like, you have an Xbox sitting there. Even if they said, "Hey, we gotta drop the Xbox kind of like what it is, like a console, like we're not competing against Sony," and I don't know how they're gonna try to come out with something akin to a Switch or a portable Xbox, and not say this is competition to the Switch. Like, again, that's gonna be their marketing, and again, it's gonna lead to more confusion because if they put out a portable Xbox, immediately the world is gonna compare it to a Switch. And Microsoft's gonna have to face that music, and I don't think they're prepared properly the way they handle marketing to be ready for that. I think they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, we're just a portable Xbox, like the Asus Ally. It's like, no. Oh, so you'll see the headlines: Microsoft competing with the Switch, Xbox Switch. Oh no, like and seriously, it is just a disaster, like what they're trying to do, and I think that's a worse time to do it. But I would say, if to answer your question, like, you need to drop games.
In the waiting room.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My Discord was down here. I can't see it there.
No. I seen it in the chat. I didn't know it myself
okay.
either.
Oh, there it is. Hey, Ghost, what's up, man? But yeah, as he's getting in there. But yeah, to answer your question, like, I think that they just got to have a lineup of games, like, to kind of clean the palette. Like, they can't release. They've burnt all goodwill with hardware. You'll have some psychos that are excited about anything with the Xbox hardware on it, but yeah, you'll have some wackos doing that stuff. But I think all like any legit people left, and just like even the media and stuff. Like, I think everybody's gonna be very cautious to take on what Microsoft is saying about hardware. But I think Digital Foundry, I don't think they're smart enough. They'll be dumbfounded again. They'll jump on a portable Xbox or some sort of Xbox hardware. They'll be, this is wonderful. Imagine what we can do with this. Just like they're trying to discredit a PS5 and, oh, GTA will never run 60 frames on this one. It's like, shut up. All right. Why do we wait to see what Sony has to say? Why don't we wait to what the hardware is? Why don't we wait to see the stuff? Do you guys never learned your lesson for betting on Xbox? And now you're all dumbfounded? I wouldn't trust anything Digital Foundry says about the future of console capabilities at all. Like, yeah, oh, well, PS5 Pro, it's not going to run those games. Like, shut up. Like, really? You guys were hyping up the X like it was going to, like, take you out to dinner. And now you can't even get a 4K ultra setting on the goddamn thing.
Oh no, check this out, Jez. Remember back when the Xbox Scorpio came out?
Yeah.
And they saw the heatsink and they were like, oh my God, the heatsink is so big. This is so wonderful for cooling for the Xbox. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
And then the PlayStation 5 came out, had a big heatsink. Oh, well, this just seems like a bit much, you know? Like,
yeah, too much copper.
It's too much copper, bro. Like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were loving that Xbox magnet bullshit with the friggin' with the vapor chamber. Yeah, but here's the twist to the story. Guess what? You never needed all that vapor chamber stuff because the Xbox was never doing extra work. It was giving you just a little bit. That's what happens. Like, oh, look at all this stuff. Like, you know, it never even gets hot because it doesn't even hit the quality it's supposed to hit. The S is its heat sink. That's what it is. What's up, Ghost Man? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Jazz? What's up, Sick? Hey, but Sick posed a really good question, right? Because, you know, he asked the question is, you know, how do you market the next Xbox? And a lot of people in the chat, their proposition is going to be value, right? But the one thing that they're lacking is the amount of games. So what you're going to see here in the next year or two, you're going to see a huge influx of indie games and smaller titles, shorter titles. And honestly, I think they're going to come out with a dongle. They're going to come out with, you know what I'm saying, something
you think the dongle's coming back?
I think the dongle's coming back, or dongle, or like Sig and you both said, you know, some type of handheld device. And yes, they will have to compete against all the other handhelds, but I think that's their entry point. It's going to be a value proposition as far as a console, right? Because that's what if you look at the trend of the last 4 years, it's always, you know, every Xbox defense is, oh, it's a great value. You know what I'm saying? I get all these games.
Oh, that's the S, right?
But the only problem is they haven't had games, right?
But these are the same folks not spending no money with Xbox.
Yeah,
right.
The value people.
Right, they're not buying games per se, but what they are doing is supposedly subscribing or whatever the case may be. So I think that's Microsoft or Xbox's entry point into this is somehow create some way, especially God forbid if all these games start hitting, you know, the Avowed, Indiana Jones, and they might be all shit, they might be all awesome, but the simple fact is they're going to indulate all these damn games on this Game Pass and then come out with another. And it doesn't have to be the most powerful. They've gotten away from that whole power because that's a joke. But I think they're going to come up with something creative enough to spark interest. Not saying it's going to be successful, but to spark interest. So whether it be a dongle where you can like take it out of your TV, take it over your buddy's TV, or whatever the case may be, or a handheld, and it's going to be cheaper. It's going to be a low entry point and something, because I think that's one thing that Microsoft has tried, or not Microsoft, but Xbox has tried to do is try to offer this value proposition. They know they can't compete as far as hardware with Nintendo or with Sony, and so they're trying to hit people's pockets. And I think that's what resonates as far as all the Xbox. What resonates the most is all, you know, I'm saving so much money, and I paid for my cancer treatment. You know what I mean? Dumb shit like that. So the fact is, you know what I mean, that's the problem. That's the route.
I agree that they have to go down that path of like going to cheaper. Like I said, like that whole like being most powerful stuff. Like they got to go the other way because they're trying to push more cloud shit, and you can't get cloud if you're trying to be the most powerful native device. You got to be a kind of like a decent device to kind of do something locally, but a majority of stuff is going to be that push, and they got to go down. They got to go reverse. They got to go to the value prospect. The problem is, though, is that they tried that with the S, and yeah, it did sell, but it's not enough. Like that value only goes so far. Like it's not really.
They have two SKUs. Look at this, Jess. They have two SKUs. They have two SKUs, as you said. They were $150 off, right, on both consoles.
Yeah,
and they're still behind the Xbox One, which people considered to be a failure.
Yeah, I know. The value proposition, it's done. Like and even though the Game Pass subscriptions, like that has stalled out too. Like if there was so much value in there, people that would be growing, and instead is stalled and actually from the numbers that she announced in February, what Sarah Bond announced in February, those numbers actually dipped. Like they went down because they had to include Xbox Core, Game Pass Core, and they're still at like 34 million, which is not a lot. So they must have went down too. So like the value, like I said, I think they burnt every friggin' bridge possible. The value bridge, the most powerful bridge, the hardware talk only bridge. They need to have games that show the capabilities of whatever machine they're doing. If it is a portable device, they got to have a great game that's exclusive or timed exclusive on their platform that shows the capabilities of the machine. And I don't know what the strategy that they're doing now, how the hell they going to even promote a console and promote exclusivity anymore. I don't know, man. They burnt every friggin' bridge known to humanity here with like exclusivity, launch lineups, console, hardware, cloud, subscriptions, like every path you go down, it's a dead end. Like they have not excelled in anything, and they have burnt so many bridges and trust. I don't know how the hell they sell something unless it's just an incredible looking game and they just time exclusive that shit. I don't know.
Dude, they paid for people to lie.
Yeah,
literally.
Or they do that. They just have people just
not embellish,
lie.
Just lie.
Yeah. Like I really think the push for hardware is going to be much more subdued than anything. I think that they will just kind of like have
You're my number one customer.
They'll have a little announcement. They'll have a thing, and that's it. But they're not going to have no lines around the block, celebrations, Aaron Greenberg, jumping out of a limo and some bullshit like that at Times Square. Like, I think it's going to be much more subdued. It's going to be like, yo, we got some hardware out there. But I think at the same time, they're going to activate Order 66, and they're going to turn every Xbox app into basically an Xbox. It's going to have like big screen mode, and then basically every screen's an Xbox. And oh, by the way, here's like a branded device of Xbox, the Series D for dongle, or D for, for dopey bastard. I don't know. And that's about it.
I think they might even try and this is a tinfoil hat moment. I think they might even try to come out with a graphics card, because they're so heavily pushed or invested into the PC crowd that they might try and come up with their own graphics card. Just to
the hell
because
would
they
want an Xbox branded graphics card.
The same motherfuckers that bought an S in a PC. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a bunch of goofy ass.
But I see what you're saying. Like maybe like an Xbox branded PC, like like not in the graphics card, but like a whole like a PC case or something. I don't know. They have the Surface.
What
like,
is it going to come with? Like a custom version of Windows or
it's
something?
Gonna have
like
Phil Spencer's going to sign the inside when we play. We all win on your fucking motherboard.
Well, sick as an IT guy, you already know like the monopoly or the complete control they have over Windows. Like you ain't buying damn near no PC without some way, shape, or form of Windows being. I mean, that's it. I like I said, it's tinfoil, and I'm not as well versed as either you or Jazz, but I just think that because their concerted effort to push into PC, that might be a thing, that they might have their own the Xbox branded either graphics card or some type of PC focus.
You're right. They're doing with the Meta Quest, like they're doing that Xbox inspired Quest,
And who's gonna want to buy a Quest because it says Xbox?
I have no clue, because it's gonna be the colors, and maybe it comes with a controller probably.
Same goofy motherfuckers that bought a refrigerator and nail polish.
And you want to know what? But sick and Ghost, like that's the thing. Like it's gonna be a boutique. They're gonna try to just make it a boutique. They're not trying to grow that audience anymore. They're like, hey, if you were just a fan of Xbox, like back in the day, this is for you. If you remember what we used to be, like here's Xbox branded underwears and shit like that. Like that's all Xbox means anymore, because if we're right. And this is the thing that drives me crazy. It's like whenever they talk about game, like they throw Xbox out there, and it's like, well, what is it? It's a brand. It's a brand. It's a brand it's a dying brand. Like it doesn't have the strength of the law. Like when you say Xbox, you think weakness. You think of like what the hell's that? You don't think of like what they were back when they were like popular. Like they have diluted that brand. Like it is an app on your computer. Like it really doesn't have that kind of prowess like as a Nintendo brand or as a PlayStation brand. The Xbox brand is only really to like a few core psychos that they got left, like that care about that stuff, because I really don't think that brand, because you even look like even their all their alpha, like with that Xbox store, what they were dropping hoodie ball warmers and shit for your controllers and refrigerators. That shit died out. They did the toaster. They stopped because I'm telling you, like that Xbox brand, dude, it's like, what is it? Like nobody's gonna wear a shirt that says Xbox on, and they'll be like, who that? Like who's that shit anymore? Like it doesn't have that anymore. They destroyed it.
Xbox watered themselves down like QVC, like
like JVC. They turned into the freaking JVC of electronics. That's what they turned into. You know, you see JVC, like, oh shit, don't get a JVC. You know, like it's like, oh yeah, that's like trash. Like yeah, that's what they turned into. Like they really they devalued their brand. So like when Phil's like Xbox is PC and Xbox is this, like Phil, you're the only one screaming Xbox. Nobody's screaming for Xbox. You know, maybe the people that want their ass signed, the tattoo. There's a bunch of people trying to get. They better have tattoo removals at the next fan fest. People want that shit removed. That's what they need to have at fan fest. They better have tattoo removal booths because they want those tramp stamps off. They're like, you know what? I branded my ass a couple of fan fests ago, and now you know what? I want my shit removed now because you went everywhere. You know? You see, you forgot about JVC, the shopping. Dude, that's what they turned into. But yeah, they're gonna have tattoo removal stations at next Fan Fest. I don't even know. That was another, do you even think that they really gonna have a friggin' Fan Fest again?
Nope.
Nick says reverse vasectomies. Yeah, I know. True Virgil, you gotta get back in there. We had the video of you getting the vasectomy with they were doing circumcisions. They could get the skin back. Oh shit, he's getting his skin back. They were doing Xbox branded circumcisions over there at that last Fan Fest. I don't know what the hell they were doing. That guy was laid out on a freaking surgery table. Oh shit, True Virgil says he's keeping the tat. Oh shit, but he wants his circumcision back. Reverse vasectomies. It's like, oh yeah, you go there and it's like Phil. Oh yes, Phil is scheduled to come in at 2:00. He will cut your cords. Phil cut me, yay! Oh my god!
Oh fucking damn!
Yeah, that's what Phil's gonna do. Really, Phil comes in and does your vasectomy? Yes, we call him in and he does the cut, and he says when I play, we're all win. And he snip. There you go. And you take a picture with them at the end.
I'm fucking done.
Dude, those FanFest videos, they're criminal what's going on at those things. I don't know what the hell's going on behind those closed doors. And they don't have frosted glass. They got clear glass. You get to see everything that's going on. People get branded live in front of you. The Xbox logo circumcision.
Fried, man. Fried,
I forgot about that. They canceled BlizzCon. You know, Xbox, Blizzard under the Xbox would be so much better. They canceled BlizzCon.
Fuck.
That was why I forgot to cover on Friday. You believe that they canceled the BlizzCon?
Yeah.
You believe that?
I do.
You do? Why?
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Oh shit, Link.
I was waiting for Link to wake up.
Link's back. Get over Twitter, Link. Oh shit, get out. Give it those spaces.
Yeah, man, I need to stay away from the spaces.
Yeah, Link. So wait, so why do you believe that they shut down BlizzCon?
I think Phil is the Axeman, and he shut it down. It's Phil. I blame Phil.
Oh, blame Phil. Free Phil. Free. Nobody did a free BlizzCon.
Why did they cancel it though? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Was it?
Why would they
have
do it?
Why would they spend the money? Or why would they?
Yeah, why would they do it?
I don't even know.
Dude, they had BlizzCon when they announced a friggin' mobile game, and the guy asked if it was an out-of-season April Fool's joke. You mean they had BlizzCon for some bullshit reasons?
So why would they do BlizzCon now? Everybody saw what a travesty that shit was, and it was getting worse every year.
That was like years ago, but last year. Oh, but you know, that they even had the DLC that they could have had, like the Diablo DLC.
Mm-hmm.
So they had something. But Phil canceled.
They have nothing.
What's wild is like, you know, all the podcasters, whether it be, you know, you or Sick or whomever else is like, everyone told these guys this. I mean, I don't know, countless podcasts.
I said,
I mean, everyone told these guys.
Ghost, let me ask you a question. Like, why you spent all this money to acquire them? The whole run up to this thing was that they're gonna make Activision shit. Blizzard sucks. Like,
No, Jess.
They will make it better.
Did you see what you just saw? They quarterly report shit that they put out there, right?
Yeah, they ain't making money. Satya's like, stop it.
No. Check this out.
What?
The only improvements they had to their numbers was the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, which they had nothing to do with.
Exactly.
Nothing. So if you take away any of what Activision Blizzard did, they did fucking terrible across the board.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They did terrible.
And no, what's crazy is that what you're looking at all this growth, and we said this last week, you're looking at all this growth. Last year they didn't have Activision Blizzard. So it's like a have compared to a have not compared to a have. Next year will be the real numbers about what you're going to see, how Activision's growing. Because if those numbers are the same next year and you got a 1% growth or minus 2%, then you know that Activision shit, it's not working either. So like next year, because they did the same bullshit with the consoles. Remember the series consoles came out. They're like, we are up 25% in console sales. Said, yeah, because last year you canceled the one, you stopped making the 1X. And nobody was buying your console knowing the new ones are coming out. Now you have new ones. Of course you'll be up. You had no Activision last year. Now you got Activision. And like you said, what's crazy is that whole growth is all Activision. It's all of it. and if you remove Activision, they did worse. It's crazy shit. And then but going back to Blizzard, Phil the Moth.
You ever been to BlizzCon?
No, I'm go that smelly ass shit. Guess it. Here we go. Phil the Mothman Spencer.
Damn, he called him the Mothman.
Yeah, why would I call him Mothman? Because guess what? He flooded himself into BlizzCon 2023, telling everybody it's going to be great. He came.
Oh, did he?
Here's his speech. Get ready. Where this man shows up, he shits up the place and leaves. Here's Phil Spencer at BlizzCon 2023, now officially known as the last BlizzCon. Here he comes. T-Rex arms and all, Activision deal, PR move. Here he comes. BlizzCon, Phil Glorious Maximus Spencer, stupid ass. Here he comes. We have our friend over here.
Phil Spencer!
Here he comes. Watch what he says.
That fucking dude.
Here he comes. Look how excited he is.
Thank you, Mike. And hello, everybody, BlizzCon. This is my first BlizzCon ever.
His first and last.
And it's great to feel the energy in the room. You are the reason we make games.
Oh, shit.
Your love for these games truly is inspiring.
Oh.
I recently have spent so much time playing Diablo 4 with my friends.
Oh.
Season 2 is awesome.
Oh.
And I can tell you that I can't wait for you to see what the team has planned for that game. It's going to be awesome. Blizzard occupies a special place in the gaming industry, for me as well. Throughout Blizzard's history, they've pioneered and refined so much across the gaming industry, and many of you here today have been a part of that journey. Think of Diablo. It propelled the action RPG genre forward. StarCraft spawned the foundation of what esports would eventually become. And with StarCraft 2, it was a major catalyst for the evolution of games as live entertainment. World of Warcraft changed not only how
Playing
people
them
developed
all.
and supported games, but really it introduced a much wider audience to the concept of online communities. And Overwatch not only reimagined gameplay, but also the representation possible in class-based shooters. Blizzard's influence is everywhere, and because of its enduring legacy and phenomenal revolutionary development, with a care and a craft that is incredibly rare in this industry. Our commitment at Xbox is to bring more great games to more players in more places. And now that Blizzard is part of Xbox, we will nurture the essence of what has made Blizzard unique. We're going to empower our new colleagues in a culture of trust, inclusion, and collaboration to continue what they do best, redefining existing genres, creating new, never-before-seen experiences, and uniting players globally in new ways, in Azeroth, in Sanctuary, in near-future Earth, and beyond. It has been a privilege to welcome the teams at Blizzard to Xbox, and I'm honored to be able to be here to help welcome all of you to BlizzCon 2023. Having seen what's in store for players, I can say the future of Blizzard is brighter than ever. And you all have so much to look forward to in this show.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Dude, if that wasn't a dog and pony show and a friggin' circus of Philness, do you believe the shit that he was saying? Like, oh, Xbox. First off, there
He's
he
a
goes
liar.
again, dude. There he goes again. He says,
That's Link man.
Blizzard, welcome to Xbox.
No, he's not.
Blizzard's part of Microsoft, not Xbox. Like, what are you talking about?
Do you guys really think any of these studios or publishers under Microsoft are going to flourish?
No
Are
way,
going to
dude.
make better games? Going to have more things?
Sure they will.
Resurrect these dead IP? They're not going to do any of that stuff.
Yeah, they
You
will.
believe that's sick? You really
Yeah.
believe?
Yeah, I mean, they'll all be producing for PlayStation, so, you know.
Oh, shit. There we go.
That's
The
right.
twist.
That's right.
The twist.
Hey, that's right. Hey, Jazz, man. Sick is right, man. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about it. All these games going to PlayStation, so yeah, they might flourish.
No, I got you. No, well, I think what the thing was, my thing is, I cannot believe how quickly we're seeing them mess up the stuff that they already purchased. Like, I thought that this would take a couple of years. Like, oh, wait a couple of years to see where they mess up. Dude, they laid off all those Blizzard employees after the early in the year. Ybarra and stuff gone after they took that whole party over there. Then they canceled BlizzCon after they had it for so many years. The first year you own them, you cancel it. Like, I'm sorry, like, you at least let it go another year or so before you're gonna cancel it. You don't cancel it the first year you are owned by them. Like,
maybe they just didn't see a reason to spend all that money.
well, even if they didn't see a reason, the messaging, it's all messed up. Like, why would you do the first year? It's like you want to try to just keep a little bit of sanity with your purchase. Like, why would you especially since your goofy ass showed up to your first BlizzCon last year, opened it up, and then the next year, now that the deal went through, you don't have it? Like, that is pretty crazy. And, like, that, I just think that is just bad, just bad, dude. That's just bad PR, like, on that shit. Especially since
Wonderful,
goofy ass
Jess.
went there. Like, you didn't even, first off, this was BlizzCon 2023. They didn't acquire, they just attempt to inquire, and he was welcoming people to Xbox. The deal didn't go through until later that year in December. Like, officially. This guy went on there, friggin' BlizzCon, going like, we welcome you at Xbox, you'll be flourishing, all this other shit. This is my first BlizzCon. Your goofy ass made a PR move to go there, and they canceled this year. I just think it's all messed up.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that any of those developers believe that? You can't even make your own shit flourish. How the hell you gonna make a whole other company flourish?
Listen, the guy went on stage and sold them a bag of goods, and they look kind of happy when he was over there touring and shaking their hands and stuff like that. But
yes, I'm just still so confused by. I just don't understand how they bought. Okay, they did all this campaigning for Activision Blizzard, right? And it was supposed to be about exclusive content for their platform.
No, mobile.
Mobile.
No.
That guy that was crying the whole time.
Who said that?
Exclusives. What was his name? Brad Smith. He kept talking about we don't have exclusives.
Tim Stewart.
Huh?
No. When did you ever hear Microsoft say? My bad, Jess. When have you ever heard Microsoft say that we wanted to acquire them for exclusivity?
Mm-hmm. Well, why was that Brad Smith dude in court crying and stuff and going on all the shows?
He was talking about market share. He's saying with Activision, they will have.
But no, he was talking about Sony and how they have all these exclusives and they don't. And this would help them be more competitive with Sony.
Yeah, Satya said the same shit. Like, let us compete and shit. But
I'm just confused because it seems like they're doing the total opposite of what I thought they were doing.
Well, because they got called out. I think
they're competing for revenue, not competing for exclusives
and relevancy.
Well, now we know that. Yeah, we know that. But
no, I think initially they were going to try to approach this Activision deal like they did with Bethesda on a case by case basis, and I think once that CMA deal pushed, did not approve it, I think they sat around going, "Yo, we got to change our strategy. We got to do stuff." And I think by the end of the year, they completely just devolved everything. Like, look, even their cloud strategy
was like, if you're gonna do a little bit, just do it all.
Do it all, yeah. Shit. There's like, we're not gonna get this thing through if we're trying to hold anything for us, because unfortunately they keep bringing up Starfield, they keep bringing up what we did with Bethesda. We're unable to move ahead with this, so we got to do a lot of concessions. And they did. They let Ubisoft control their entire cloud. They made 10-year deals with anybody that was breathing on the CMA's list, and they basically started. And that's why I think what they're doing now. That's why I keep speculating what they're doing now. Putting their games, Sea of Thieves, all this shit. This is all goodwill gestures for them to pull back, to refer to this when they go make their next acquisition. That's why all this stuff is the PR. That's why Satya is even bringing that shit up. Look at all the games selling on the PlayStation, because these are the kind of quotes and referrals that they're going to make when they try to go buy an EA or a Rockstar, some bullshit 2K down the line. And they're going to come back and go, well, look, we're putting our games everywhere, so why would we not buy 2K? And we knew that this was going to open up Pandora's box, because this is one of the biggest acquisitions. And what's crazy is I thought that we would wait a couple of years before Microsoft just screws shit. I can't believe that, with the layoffs, with the lack of games in Game Pass too, like them not even pushing for Call of Duty, I don't know, what they're waiting to June to put all the old ass Call of Duties that are already playable through backwards compatibility in Game Pass. Like, you could play all those Call of Duties right now if you have the copies or bought them on Xbox. What big deal is it to take those games and just put them in Game Pass? Like, it makes no sense. But they're making a big deal. They're going to make like a big June showcase going, and the Call of Duties are coming to Game Pass as an announcement. Like, you have that PR sense, but meanwhile, this PR sense, you're face down, ass up. Oh, yeah, let's just cancel BlizzCon. I went to one last year and tried to, get everybody excited that everybody's going to be better under me. And the next year, you thank them by just canceling the whole fucking event? Like,
they deserve to be thanked.
Yeah, well, hey, man. Nobody asked for Phil Spencer to show up at BlizzCon, but he decided to pop his ass
at this point. If you trust Microsoft at this point, you're a fool.
Like I said, they burnt every friggin' bridge that
I trust them wholeheartedly.
They done.
Keep doing what you're doing.
See this kind of shit that I'm showing right here? Ask a Blizzard fan, do you believe in Phil Spencer after they just canceled BlizzCon that they've been going for every year and shit like that? Because to be honest, like, I go to PAX East every year. Listen, maybe if there's no games to show, it's like it is what it is. But when those things go on, people just go there just to interact and just have the experience of a convention. And even if there's no announcements, that maybe there's a surprise here or there, but you get into this routine like, hey, we're meeting up at BlizzCon, we're meeting up at PAX, and you just do this every year. They're not doing it anymore.
Nah, you ain't meeting up this year, Funky. Go take
exactly.
a bath.
And so tell me now, like, when you see him showing up going, oh, you're going to be great against us. Like, this is the kind of stuff I said. They burnt every friggin' bridge that they have had. Like, when you see this stuff, and this is not over 2-3 years. This is last year. He shows up, his first ever BlizzCon, talks about how they're going to be better. And he says it right here.
It's been a privilege to welcome the teams at Blizzard to Xbox.
A privilege
and I'm honored
to welcome.
To be able to be here to help welcome all of you to BlizzCon 2023. Of trust, inclusion, and collaboration.
Trust. Good job, Phil. How do you gain trust?
I can't wait to trust Phil some more.
It's just insane. The fact that he has this kind of shit, like, it is so apparent and stuff like that. I still don't understand how there is a following that still believes that this guy's going to do anything.
Listen, man, they're still following, but
I don't understand it.
I think they're running out of energy, man. They're running out of.
That's it. Yeah. He burnt every friggin' bridge he can, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and that's it. But yeah, let me add that to
the bots. Listen, trust me. On the bots are losing steam, man.
They are,
report.
Man. Tell me about the Twitter reports. Any crazy stuff from Twitter? Twitter updates?
Not really. It's just I don't really have much. Like, the spaces I go in, the bots used to come in there and rile it up and stir up drama and just say crazy stuff. They don't even come around anymore. Really.
That's it.
They rarely even come in there to say they're crazy, have their crazy takes and stuff. They don't. I don't know. It's just like they've lost the will to fight, man.
There's nothing to fight for.
There's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
They lost everything, man. It's all Jed's fault for pushing that Xbox, man.
Hey, Sig, let me ask you a question, Sig. Do you feel bad for them, though?
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Dude, because we're saying, like, don't bet on all, don't take things like they're like, no, the most powerful console. It's just where I play all my multi-plats. This is where it is. It's like,
listen, hey, I don't know if you guys talked about this, Jed. I don't know because I haven't been on here, man. Did you talk about Fallout? You talked about that?
Yes, we just finished that. Yeah.
Oh, you talked about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it's a head scratcher, dude.
Well, yeah, I don't really know what's going on with Team Green, man. They
built a subpar ass machine.
That's what it is, dude. That's what it is.
You've been saying it the whole generation.
When are y'all going to just admit this shit, bro? You got bamboozled.
It's a bug.
It's a bug. You know what? It's gonna get admitted. They're gonna admit that the series console. No, wait. The series console. They will admit that the series consoles are a piece of shit once Microsoft announces another console.
Yeah.
Because that's what now they say that Xbox One, that shit was trash, man. No, that never did anything, man. That thing was weak. 900p sucked, man. It sucked. Meanwhile, if you said that during the Xbox One era, they would say, no, what are you talking about? It's not a big deal. Why are you fear-mongering? What's wrong with you? This is great generation. This is great. They turned it around. Phil turned it around. But then,
man, you got a real axe to ground with them people, huh, Jez? Because they really ticked you off when they called you a fearmonger. Huh?
Yeah, they did. Because I was saying,
I can hear it every time you mention that shit, boy. It just sounds like
yeah. They used to go, doom and gloom, fearmonger. No, dude, I saw this writing on the wall 5 years. You go back to my first show, I said the same shit then. Sick was in the chat. That's how crazy it is.
Yep.
It was because this is ridiculous. But they're like, oh, doom and gloom. No, man. Phil turned it around. Like, they just bought studios. Give them some time. All this bullshit. But as soon as the series consoles got announced, they're like, oh, yeah, man, that Xbox One generation, that shit was sucked, man. Oh, that was they didn't have any games, man. But now they got the studios. They turned it around. Now the series consoles, now you can't say shit. But guess ready. When they announced the series booster in a pocket, get ready. They're like, yo, those series consoles were such a disappointment, man. That Series S was bullshit. That thing held back the whole generation. We're seeing a little bit now. As soon as Sarah Bond started talking about some new hardware, all of a sudden now you hear, that Series S may be holding things back. Meanwhile, they were going crazy about the Series X.
They're always selling hope about what's on the horizon.
Oh yeah,
it's never about it's never about
dude,
what's going on right now.
Once they have the
it's
hope,
never
they shit on what they got.
It's always about kicking the can down the road and looking at what's the next thing that's going to come that's going to save them. And it's so delusional at this point. This has been going on over 10 years. Okay.
It is. It's crazy.
It's been going on over 10 years. This has been going on. I mean, if somebody shows you who they are at some point, you got to believe it. This is who they are. They can't make video games for some reason. They can't get games out the door. They can't make quality video games at a consistent clip.
Oh, they can.
They don't make good.
They don't. They can.
I don't think them games is quality jizz. I'm not gonna. Sea of Thieves, Grounded. No,
they're
okay.
I'm not playing it. Trust me, I'm not playing it. But what's crazy, Link, is that it performs. They give that a little bit extra polish, though.
Look, why is Fallout? I think they said Fallout's looking and running better on PlayStation.
No, the whole Ultra mode is the whole performance mode can get toggled off for Ultra mode on PlayStation, but it doesn't work on Xbox. Another
it's a bug.
It is a bug. They're flabbergasted. They're dumbfounded. That Digital Foundry do things. Dumbfounded founders.
Yes, it almost feels like this is intentional at this point because
man.
It almost is well. Okay, I think Sick is right.
Booty puts his finger
on hardware. I think the hardware is not as good as they try to make it seem. I think that's why we're not hearing about Jason Ronald. He's done. No. He sold him a bill of goods, and the Xbox didn't do nothing.
I think Phil threw him in a room and shaved his beard. He's like, "I'm taking this from you."
Yeah. But it didn't even do what they said it was gonna do, man.
Nah, man.
None of those buzzwords end up doing anything. So
and look at Hellblade 2, man. Hellblade 2, man. Dude, Hellblade 2 comes out this month?
964p, 30 frames per second. I haven't watched Digital Foundry break
it's time
down
to
video.
start showing new gameplay of the game?
Good. Artifacting, poor image quality, huh?
Do you think it's they called it soft? They're like, it's soft.
Yeah.
You think
now y'all gotta ask yourself this question. This game is only on their platforms. How in the hell is it this bad?
I don't know.
I feel like they were capable of doing much more with the PS4 Pro than they've been able to do with this entire fucking gen, dude. Like, this gen was a fucking wash. I don't even know what to call this gen. It don't even feel like a gen. I don't know what to say.
I think that whole friggin' they should have launched these consoles a year later. I don't know why they launched in the middle of the
I
pandemic.
think the PlayStation hardware was good. I think they delivered on the things that they promised us with the PlayStation.
They did. Games were better than the beginning for the PS, because I think if the PlayStation 5 had a start like the PlayStation 4, I don't think I would have been as excited. I'll be like, this is like, but they really did a good job.
They came out the gate with some good video games.
And what's crazy too is if you think about it, they ended that PS4 generation so strong that I couldn't even think that they could have continued that with the PS5. Like, they ended with Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us Part 2. That you're like, oh shit, man, they blew, like, they went through like all the great games.
And they had a deal for Final Fantasy Remake.
Yeah,
that came out that year too.
So it's like, so you're sitting there, and I remember going into that launch, everybody's like, well, what the hell does PlayStation 5 have? Like, did they already just, everybody from the studios has just launched a game? You had 2018 with Spider-Man and God of War. You had Last of Us. Like, the last 3 years was just banger after banger, the crazy banger. Like, what's left? And look what they did. That was crazy, because I remember, man, everybody was just like, oh, Xbox is just ramping up and Sony's ramping down, because Sony has to make more games. It takes 5 years to make games and shit. And they're right. But the thing is Sony had some games lined up, and they had enough lined up.
Nah, they definitely not right. They definitely not right, and they definitely wasn't right.
Well, they are right in the sense that we didn't hear like what Ghost is working on.
To make remake, make Integrate, and then to make fucking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
No, I'm talking about their first party. Some of their first party.
Oh no! Even their first party, nigga, they came out with Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Crazy. No,
beginning of the generation.
Yeah, Ratchet and
I'm
Clank.
talking like Studio Bend. I'm like Bend Studio. Some of them are taking along.
Oh yeah, but Housemarque came through with Returnal.
Yeah,
Blue
Housemarque.
Point came through with Demon Souls. Like they were shooting on all cylinders, and the reason why I even give them credit for Demon Souls, even though that was just like a remake, but it was a full-fledged remake. Looked absolutely stunning. Ran absolutely phenomenal.
And had
right?
co-op in it too.
And had
it
co-op.
had all of the, and it had all the DualSense features,
And
instant loading,
performance
and everything.
mode, 60
Yep.
frames.
Yeah, so
Everything.
you're not gonna minimize that by saying, oh well, it was just a remake of an older game. Okay. Well, tell these other studios to go remake some older games and do it in that quality, in that fashion.
Remake. That was a real remake. That wasn't no friggin' like upscaling.
Hey, Sick, let me ask you a question, Sick. I don't know if you guys talked about this. What do you think Housemarque's working on?
A comic book.
A comic book.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. That's what they're saying. They said that Dark Horse and the Dark Horse Comics retweeted this shit. Yeah.
Yo, I was
Link is like silent.
Why do you think? Why do you think I didn't even comment on that shit? I don't even think I retweeted it. I was just like,
I did both. I did.
The reason why I didn't, because I said I know they're not finna show us nothing. We're not finna get no new game. If we got DLC, I'd be like, okay, shit, I'm down for it. But I know that's not what we're getting. But hey,
why would you release DLC? Why would you release DLC for a game you made 3 years ago?
I mean, hey, you're trying to keep the flow of money coming through and value coming up.
Yeah, now that you're saying this, I'm not excited about what this potential announcement gonna be. I'm gonna temper my expectation. Even
wait. You don't want to get a comic book of Celine?
Hell no, I don't give a fuck about no comic book.
She might have her ass out. Might.
Uh-oh.
I don't care.
No, they're gonna censor her. They're censoring it. They're censoring it. They signed the petition. Free Celine's
Damn,
ass.
Sick. You told me that, man. Now I'm like, okay, comic book.
Bro, somebody in the fucking chat mentioned that shit.
Link, who's been every Twitter space note the man.
Wait, hold on.
Silenced when Sick called
let me ask
a
you,
comic book.
What did you think it was? Like,
I had no idea. I was like, I hope it's.
He was.
I said, hey, even if I was like, it could be some DLC, but it was like 3 years ago, so I doubt they'd be releasing DLC. I don't know. I had no idea what it could be. Actually, I
thought it was going to be a new IP. You thought it was going to come out?
Nah, I don't know, because they wouldn't have put up a picture of Celine if it was going to be something new. So I didn't.
A lot of people didn't even know that was Celine.
That's crazy if you didn't know that was Celine.
Horizons of colors.
Nah, you know these people be.
But a lot of these people didn't play Returnal though.
They be fake gamers, dog. I hate to say it, man, because that sounds so.
Somebody
terrible.
Somebody told me this morning that I said, I asked this journalist, that he played Returnal, and he said he did. He didn't really like it too much. He said he felt like the random elements of the game and the roguelike elements made the game worse. And I said,
what you should have asked him? You should have said, hey, did you like Hades?
I played it in Game Pass. It was great.
You should have asked him.
Well,
do we like Hades?
Yeah, that's what I should.
There you go. Some Twitter ammo.
So I was like, okay, well, if they would have changed all the roguelike elements, it would have been a different video game, right? You do realize that. It wouldn't have been, But
the name of the game is Return. Oh.
Yeah,
I
mean, people didn't like that. The roguelike and all that stuff.
I
enjoyed it. I thought it was a phenomenal video game.
I love that.
First of all, how do you have a conversation with somebody about a game when they already have a bias against the game?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have a serious conversation.
Well, I think some people just don't like challenging video games, though, Sick. I think some people, I've had a couple conversations with this person, and he doesn't like games. He doesn't like Souls game. I don't think this person is really interested in playing video games that have challenge to them. They don't have an easy mode and stuff like that. So, and that's okay, man. If that's your preference,
Hey, man,
nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna shut the grindhouse doors because I'm gonna try to play some Stellar Blade. But I want to thank.
You should.
I'm gonna play it right now. But
Stellar Blade is fucking amazing.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's an amazing video game.
Yeah, well, thanks, Sick and Link. But coming on, Sick, when you doing your next show? Is it Wednesday morning?
Shit, I don't know when, dog. To be honest,
he got to cover the Housemarque announcement.
Yeah, live stream,
man. No, no.
I'm surprised he didn't live stream that idea at Xbox fiasco.
Man, let me tell you,
2-hour
bro.
countdown for 45 minutes.
Wait, yeah, do it, Sick. Come on.
I'm not doing that shit, man.
He has to cover the you have to break down the whole thing. You got to break down.
No, I do want to have a conversation about Stellar Blade though.
Hell yeah,
Stellar Blade is man.
Yep, I'm gonna play that now. Get those cheeks, free the yams.
Hey, listen. Hey, Jez, how can I'm gonna ask this one last question before you go off the air. Korean studio, right? I think they only worked on mobile games or something like that before they made Stellar Blade. They made this is their first time in the AAA arena. How's a studio of this size and with this inexperience able to deliver a game like this when other studios that have unlimited money, resources,
no such thing.
Well, not unlimited, but have access to way more, aren't able to do that.
That shit is unlimited. You remember that commercial? That shit is
unlimited.
Limited.
So I praise the studio. This game is phenomenal, polished, great video game.
There's some things I don't like about it.
No, I'm not gonna say it's
for the most part
or nothing like that, but it's great.
No. For the most part, it is a 10 to me.
Oh,
because it has. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, keep going. I'm sorry.
Trying to get out of here.
Somebody in the chat. No, someone in the chat.
No, for the most part, the game is a 10 for me, bro. A game doesn't have to be perfect for me to score a 10. It just has to be enjoyable. I have to be able to really want to delve into the world. And dude, I shit you not, I just been running around looking for shit, dog. I could have been beat this game long ago. I only got one more place to go fucking into outer space, but I ain't finna spoil it for nobody.
You know how you do, Steve.
A live fashion show.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I said, I'm just cooling, bro. I'm just chilling, running around, learning how to fight the enemies better. Because, dude, the farther you get, the more difficult the enemies get. Like, you gonna find out real quick, them robots ain't no fucking joke when you get to the Great Desert. So you better be prepared. But nah, man, I just fucking love it, man. And to be honest with you, the scantily clad outfits, I don't even wear those, dog. Like, I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro.
I want to get the Kill
wear
Bill
the one
outfit. That's the one I want.
Oh, that ain't a Kill. That ain't a Kill Bill.
Well, the yellow one, the yellow black
jogging suit. Yeah,
I'll make like Kill Bill. That's right.
I already got that shit, and it is not that great. I don't even like the way it looks.
No,
I like the teddy bear though. The teddy bear is kind of dope.
I'm gonna run down the full jogging suit, and I'm gonna take pictures and say, "Look at the censoring." They put her in a full ass jogging suit.
Yeah.
Nah. It's too many people who like to play with their penis while they play with their video games.
Oh, shit.
I thought that was a joke. I thought it was all a joke. I thought it was all a joke. Stellar YAMS, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, people highlighting her assets. It looks good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they missed an
boy,
opportunity.
was I wrong. They are really fucking weird out here, man.
They are weird, man. They are.
And listen, it's no biggie. Eve is supposedly an adult automaton, right? So no shame in that. But come on, dog. Fucking robot, man.
Yeah, robots. The bots. The bots.
The fucking bot,
Yo,
man. It's like a sex doll.
Super chat. 101 with the 5. He goes, prediction. Well, he was talking about how we were going through the predictions here. A dongle with an optimal... This is a prediction for the next Xbox. A dongle with an optimal disc tray plugged in to play historic Xbox discs. It only streams the games, then the cloud handheld, no native hardware.
Why would they do that?
I don't know why. I don't think they would do a disc at all.
They
are done with the discs.
Yeah, they took the disc off the shelf.
Yeah, I don't know,
they
man.
Told Walmart,
I don't know about the
they
disc.
sell that shit for whatever you can get for it. Like,
I don't think. Yeah, I think the discs are done. Like, I don't think
they done.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know.
But man, I appreciate it, Jez.
Hey,
man, I ain't gonna hold you up no longer, man. I know you trying to get up out of here. I can hear it in your voice, man. You sound tired.
Yeah, man. Great show.
Hey,
Great
thanks,
show.
guys. Yo, thanks again. Hit that like button on your way out, grinders. to the YAMS. Free the YAMS. Let's go. Talk to everybody later. Peace. Get my end credits going on here. Here we go. Let's go, grinders. Thank you again, VIPs. Hit that like button. Share it out.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, just saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. Yup, that's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain.